what you're going to get right now.
What's that?
What?
Bob and Tom. That's right. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Seeing all the members, go ahead, Josh.
Christy Lee.
Godwin.
Well, I got to get some other things out, too.
You're already ruining it.
No, I'm already... Had I not sang it, what would have happened?
Oh, all hell would have broken loose.
Well, pick it up. The song's still going.
There's Pat. Oh, Pat Godwin.
Nice.
Jessica, too.
All right, you do it.
Well, you're running out of time.
Jess Hooker, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Jeff?
See, this is like the Gilligan.
Shut up. There's Jeff Oskey.
See, the first year.
Thanks, Cosby.
Thank you. I'm Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. We are broadcasting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Now you can talk.
It's like we said, listen to this riff.
He's impossible.
See, they know you're missing the point, which is, remember the first year of Gilligan's Island? When they would say, remember they had to cram in the part, and the professor and Mary Ann, because they didn't get them all in, and it wasn't fair.
The first season it said, and the rest.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, and that's what he just did.
No, he didn't.
I just got norovirus. Good guy.
I'm injecting myself with everything.
All he got out was his
drink from the urinal.
His hi, I'm Josh Arnold, and it's all about me. Me.
Oh.
Penultimately.
Here I am at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair, and finally he squeezed in Christy at
Not true at all.
the Silac Insurance News Desk. And then he goes, and the rest.
Pat, what did you say before we went on the air? It's going to be one of those days.
I did.
You did, yeah.
Well, that's
Are you in a mood?
Right.
It's my favorite day.
Are you in a mood?
I'm
No,
okay.
he's in a good mood. It's just it's a good mood day.
Got a lot going on. So we're going to be meeting our friend, musician Dane Clark is going to be leading our house band today. They're getting set up in the other room. And
Okay, that's why you're going to be extra dictatorial.
Yeah.
Today.
A lot going on.
Yeah, Jeff,
I'd like to think that I put the dick in dictator.
Well, you would be correct.
Oh, I'm writing all this down. So. Okay, we're getting ready to go here. Pat and I have already discussed what he's going to do this very first break.
Or has he told you
First
what
break?
you're going to
Just
do?
in the first hour, right?
No, I said the first break.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
Say first.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm telling you, he's in a mood.
Would you rather? I mean, are you prepared? You want to do it later?
Yeah. No, I do it every week.
Okay.
I said the first break is the time when we just get to know each other.
Okay.
again.
Well, we can do that.
What's your name?
I am Pat.
Pat. Oh, that's right. Okay.
No, that is not really actually your first name.
Yeah, my first name is Joseph, yeah.
Joseph
I
Patrick.
come from a long line of Josephs that go by their middle name.
Joey.
All of them do.
From my grandfather on, Joseph Aloysius. He was Al. You can call him Al.
He really was named Aloysius.
Yeah, Aloysius.
Huh.
Then Joseph Gerald, that was my father.
And he went by
Jerry,
and he was the Shakespearean actor.
Shakespearean director. Yeah.
Oh, but I thought he didn't. Did he act it also himself?
He wasn't that good of an actor. He was more not behind the scenes, but in charge. The director of the theater department at King's College.
You have brothers, though, right? They're not all Josephs, too, are
They're
they?
not. No.
Oh.
Just the firstborn.
No, not
gotcha.
like George
My sister's
Foreman.
Joseph.
So why didn't they call you?
Josephine.
Yeah.
Why didn't they call you Joe?
Joey.
We all go by our middle name. My son is Joseph James Godwin. He goes by Jimmy.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, I have friends that have similar traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's complicated.
So when you go to school, it's very complicated, and they call you Joseph. You think of your father. Damn you, Dad.
Yeah, there was always the one kid that had the weird name. Whenever you'd have like a substitute teacher, and everyone,
Right.
Wow, your name is what? Fill in the blank.
Right.
Yeah, I just found out that with an obituary of a friend of mine. It's kind of sad, but he had
What brought that up?
he had this really weird name, which I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no one ever called him that. And then I saw his actual name. He was a great guy, sadly gone, but who knew? I was kind of thinking, I wonder what they're going to put on his
Oh, yeah.
gravestone. Do they put the name everyone called him, or do they go with the weirdo?
Well, you see the name in quotes that he went by usually on a...
Yeah, that's just kind of sad.
Why is it sad?
Can't put boner on a tombstone.
He could.
This is a different guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy in my high school. Everyone called him Boner.
Same.
And one time, one of the teachers inadvertently, because behind his back, everyone knew his name was Boner.
Yeah.
But obviously, they couldn't do that in the classroom. They would have to go, Martin, would you? But one day, one of one of the guys slipped. And okay, we got to get to this problem. All right, Boner, what do you? Oh.
I want to know how you get Jack from John. Like, why? Why would Jack be short for John?
I don't know.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, my brother's Jack.
And his real name's
He's
John.
John, yeah.
Well, speaking of that, we have
bizarre.
Jack. We have Jack in the news today,
Yeah, we do.
in a public place, no less. We'll get to that. How do you get Peg out
It's
of
a
Margaret?
verb.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's-
that one's a weird one,
There's
too.
a whole bunch of them that don't
Yeah.
make any sense. But we'll move forward here now. What else is happening? Christy, you got some interesting things coming up in the world of news today?
No, not really.
Okay, good.
Oh, actually, Jeff and I were talking off the air a minute ago. The Pope, I don't know if you saw this. The Pope had his first catechism lesson of the year this weekend.
What does that mean?
It means that his first
Catechism?
catechism. It's,
Boy, that sounds like a seizure for a feline.
it's a lesson in Catholicism. It was his, what do you call that? Anyway, he was at the Vatican and he had a performance for him by the Africa Circus. So after he did his little lesson, he got to enjoy the group perform with acrobats, robot-operated puppet elephants, jugglers, and dancers on roller skates in the Vatican. Can you imagine?
Wow. You had to haul all that stuff up there?
Yeah.
You couldn't hop on a plane? And
But the thought of the Pope just sitting there being entertained by guys dancing and gals on roller skates just made me giggle a little bit. Yeah.
Wow. Well, as you know, a couple friends of the show got to meet the Pope.
Yeah, Mike Birbiglia, Jim Gaffigan.
I was Mike Birbiglia talks about it in his new. I just saw his show not too long ago. I've seen it a couple times, and it's going to have its. I think they're going to film it in New York in a month or two. But yeah, Birbig's got a phone call one day from Jim Gaffigan, and he goes, "Hey, listen, they've asked me to ask a few people to come meet the Pope." And I mean, it was a who's who of American comedy.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg was there, a whole bunch of comedians. Which, I mean, that had to be weird. He talks about it, and
It has to be intimidating.
yeah, they kind of left their snark at the door.
Like, what do you say to the Pope? Hey, nice hat. What? I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
I don't know.
Hey, I was hoping you'd wear the tall hat.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
general audience was what I was trying to think of when he was. That was his.
But I didn't realize that the Pope would bring in
entertainers.
entertainers.
That
I'd
I
never
didn't
heard of
either.
that.
That's why I was,
And when Birbiggs and those guys went to the Vatican, they didn't
do stand up.
They didn't do stand up. I mean, can you imagine?
That would be an audience.
I wonder who embarrassed them. You know, in the group, like the one that you want to warn somebody about. Like there's always, like when we go out in public, we're like, hi, we're the Bob and Tom Show. Watch out for Tom. He's kind of a menace. Like we always have somebody that you warn the group about, right? I wonder who
That is
they
a
warn.
terrific question.
Who do you warn about?
God.
Yeah. Like
don't
even
know.
at a family function, when we bring somebody in, like we have a person and we're like, hey, look out. She's unhinged. We're sorry.
Yeah.
A little racist. Like you never know. So
Yeah,
be careful.
depending on the mood.
Yeah,
This could go
exactly.
one way or the other.
100%.
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think about that for a few minutes, and we'll get back to that
I
question.
don't know the group. I know it was Whoopi Goldberg, Jim Gaffigan, Mike Birbiglia.
It seems like a good group, right?
Yeah, it was
So
a good
far, keep
group.
going.
I can't remember.
There were
quite a few.
Yeah, there were a
Was
lot.
Bill Burr there?
Maybe I can look it
Yeah,
up.
there's a picture with everybody.
I
yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Catholic, but he would have acted up probably.
Bill Burr's Catholic, right? Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, Bill Burr is about to be on. Has that show started on Broadway?
No.
It's
It's like 2 months out, I believe.
Gotcha.
and it's what do they show? They're doing
Chorus line.
Glengarry.
Glengarry, Glenn Ross, yeah, and but it's a bunch of great actors and comedians.
Oh my gosh, it was more than 100 comedians.
That's too many.
That is too many. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, and-
Whoopi, Jimmy Fallon, Chris Rock, Stephen Colbert, Conan O'Brien.
Well, Colbert is
Et cetera.
Yeah, Colbert is
I was gonna
famously
put all
Catholic.
this.
So that was kind of. We've obviously got Josh Board still mad because
So bored.
he ruined the intro.
No, just a boring break.
Coming up, we have Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys, and I think we've got our hookup going. I may be able to talk to Dane. There we go. Hey, Dane. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Tom. How you doing, sir?
Good. Now, Dane is holding a guitar. He's also a distinguished drummer with John Mellencamp in the band. But this is an opportunity for you to get out front
Yes, sir.
And what I would like you to do now, I did not really warn you about this. I apologize. We need to take a song and turn it into a jingle for the Raycon earbuds people.
Okay.
Do you have anything that would be suitable for that?
I think we do.
Oh. Oh, I like this so far.
Everybody's talking Raycon.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Raycon earbuds.
Loving the Raycon.
You guys just keep doing that, and I'll do the announcer part. Hey, everybody. Tom here for Raycon earbuds. You know, 2025 is going to be the year of earbuds, I think. What are Raycon earbuds all about? Well, they're your perfect gym buddy, right, Christy Lee?
Yes, absolutely.
You get to the gym, you don't want to hear the lady next to you in the...
Tooting as she's running.
Yeah, tooting on the treadmill. I was trying to think of a way to put that delicately. You know, okay, I want to hear music. Like, for example, you could listen to
Dane Clark's new album.
Dane Clark's new album, which is called Guru's Hitmen in Heaven. And you'll hear real music, not this particular Raycon song. But the point is, these earbuds come with active noise cancellation. Thank you very much. And they're priced about half the price of those white ones that fall out of everybody's ears. Raycon earbuds, they have a 30-day happiness guarantee. Don't you wish you had that in life? I guarantee you'll be happy in the next 30 days. Raycon earbuds, don't forget the over-the-head headphones. Raycon earbuds, you're going to love them. And once again, you find Raycon, thank you. You go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Yeah, I landed right there in the right spot. Thank you, Dane. We'll get back to Dane and the boys and their new project and some great live music. Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. Thank you, Dane. Be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
You do a couple of impressions, and we were wondering if you would do, this is a pretty obscure one, John MacGyver. Now, he's known for some work in Disney films.
And I think it was in like the Doris Day show on TV or something like that.
I think so. He was the guy, the reverend or preacher or whatever, that got beaten up by by Joe Buck, not the sports.
In Midnight Cowboy?
In Midnight Cowboy.
Oh.
And maybe your vocal impression will bring back the memory to some of our listeners.
Yes, they see right now, everyone's going, quick, honey, he's going to do the John MacGyver imitation. Quick, gather around the radio, kids.
Oh, yeah, I know who that guy was.
Everything in this company must be done according to schedule. We will have no slackers here, sir. No slackers at all. This company is run like a tight ship.
Ladies and gentlemen, Once again, for the 5 or 6 of you that get that,
Amazing.
you are welcome.
The minute you see him, though, you know who he is.
Oh, so good.
John's great.
Yeah,
John went to Columbia. Did you know that?
Did not know that. So what was the Disney film that he was?
He was in.
Oh my gosh, he was
Darn it.
in
He must have
Bed Knobs and Broom. Was he?
You're one of those like
the Apple Dumpling Gang.
something like
There you
that.
go. He's one of those guys you see him and you just go, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I remember him from Breakfast at Tiffany's. He's been in a lot of.
He's in the
Of course,
Manchurian
you remember him
Candidate.
from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
It's my favorite movie.
He plays the father of the woman that Lawrence Harvey falls in love with in Manchurian Candidate.
Oh, okay.
Tom, would you like me to do my impression of Mickey Rooney from Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No, I would not.
Oh, is that no good anymore? Okay.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, probably not.
once again,
Don't you have to go get your butt teeth?
Howdy, go right
Gilbert, unfortunately, that's dead on.
it makes
You're right.
it makes the Asian character in Mr. Magoo look not quite so racist.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's how
Oh,
sad.
that no good, Miss Magoo.
Can we do one more obscure impression?
Yes.
This is a guy, Kevin McCarthy,
One of my favorite
Yes.
actors.
who is, what is he most famous for? The dad in...
I think Josh has it. The Body Snatchers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
original.
bodies, okay.
Yeah.
The original Invasion of
And the
Body Snatchers.
Twilight Zone movie, he played an uncle of a.
yeah, he's sort of a
weird-
very generic,
Yes.
plain-spoken Midwestern white guy.
Now, I remember when the Aristocrats came out.
Oh, yeah.
In one version of the Aristocrats I did, I go into full detail. Father's doing this to the daughter's doing this to the dog, and it gets more and more and more disgusting and perverted. And I threw in a line. I said, "This is like a typical evening for character actor Kevin McCarthy." So at the time, a guy who worked on the Aristocrats was a friend of Kevin McCarthy, who was still alive at the time, and he was like 100. And the guy told him. He said, he says this guy does this to the wife does to blah, blah, blah. And it's a typical evening at home of character actor Kevin McCarthy, to which Kevin McCarthy goes, "Wow, that's offensive." and he goes, "Yeah, well, Gilbert Gottfried gets a little over the edge." And he goes, "I'm not a character actor, I'm a star."
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kevin McCarthy.
And he was in a lot of movies.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Hey, looking for the link to sync with Bob and Tom VIP? Yeah?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, here live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
Oh, I like the sound of this.
Yeah, Tom, we got some terrific music this morning, don't we?
House band today, Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. And we have a very fine band. So nice to have them. No, I should explain this since this is radio. They're in the other building. But we can see them because we have an electronic hookup, just so you know. This is like when if you're in a football game and the radio guy goes, the Raiders are going left to right in the field.
Okay.
Trying to paint a picture, so you see, Christy. We've got Dane Clark on the guitar, Eric Skoll, guitar and vocals, Jack Taylor on the bass, Abigail Clark, background vocalist, L.J. Meacham on the keyboards, and Philip Powers on the drums. Sounds great, Dane. And Dane, I believe we're about like 20 minutes ago, if I'm correct. Your first video has been released. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So you can find a link to this if you go to any of the Bob and Tom social media platforms, I believe. And Dane has a new project out, and it's called Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys, Gurus Hitmen in Heaven, with a spectacular cover. It is a really beautiful painting. One of the things kind of lost in contemporary culture with, obviously, streaming. You don't get the great covers. But who painted this, Dane?
Hugh Syme. Hugh's a world-renowned album cover guy. He's did all of Rush's covers from 2112 on, I think. Cool. Aerosmith, Celine Dion, and now Dane Clark, too.
And it shows a guy floating in kind of a lotus position, floating over a desert. Looks like he's hasn't eaten in about 3 years, and he's holding what is some kind of a submachine gun, I guess. Beautiful painting. Wow. Kind of scary, really.
A little bit.
Yeah. Did you know what it means? Do you have any ideas?
I just gave him the title, and he did that, and I said, okay.
Yeah. Gurus, hitmen in heaven. Well, we'll be talking to Dane and the boys here in a few minutes. We have things we have to get to. I understand, by the way, that you have worked out something with Pat Godwin. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. A little sound check last night.
No, okay.
Surprise.
Okay, now, then, Pat, I've asked you to play something in just a couple minutes from yesterday's show, because we're going to just review a couple highlights from yesterday's program. And I think the main highlight, of course, was something from the United States government. The government takes the time and trouble to survey emergency rooms all across the country. And among other things, they have released a roster of items retrieved from the
anal cavities.
Is that what you call it?
Sure.
What is the actual area, the space in there called?
Your rectum?
Is the rectum it, or is that the entry point? I'm not sure what the actual...
The entry point is the anus, and then when you get in there, it is the rectum.
Okay. So these were found in rectum.
You get way up there is the stomach and the esophagus.
You're
There's
getting
a colon in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, so this stuff doesn't get that far up.
Yeah.
I think that the larger point is. But we did have the list. Once again, this is an official list. It's nice to know that the federal government is using our hard-earned tax dollars to find out what's up your butt. But Christy, if you'd like to review just a couple of these things, okay.
Call on me.
Okay. Well,
I have it.
All right. I'm happy to tell
I
you.
have them right here.
Okay.
I just was hoping you would ignore that. Xylophone mallet was the one that really caught me. Who has that laying around?
Well, I mean, as opposed to the whole entire xylophone would be.
Well, that would be ridiculous.
Problematic.
No? A baby shark toy. Batteries were very popular. Triple A's, double A's, D, whatever you got. A wire hanger.
What happens probably in these cases is, and they don't
Do you
say...
think toys involved and they get lost in there?
No, I think that's something handy, and the mood strikes.
And you grab a battery?
It seems to fit.
But in most of these cases, there's always denial that they were deliberately trying to put something there.
Well, and as Chick will always say, that area is a vacuum.
So it tends
to... So
yeah.
it gets sucked up in there?
Yeah, so you got to either tie a string to it or something.
The tail of a toy dinosaur. Light bulb, both non-broken and broken. Plastic lemon, fake banana, Jell-O mold. Ugh, the list goes on.
Yeah, the list goes on. But Pat, you have developed a tribute to this topic, apparently.
Yeah, I watch Miami Customs, my favorite reality show, a lot. And this is a common problem where drug mules are putting things in their rectum. So,
oh, yeah.
We'd like to know where you're hiding the cocaine. Yes, we'd like to know where you're hiding the cocaine. There's coke in the butt, baby. Coke in the butt. Pen the man over. Coke in the butt. Coke in the butt, baby. Coke in the butt, yeah. Customs watching you since you arrived. Those Groucho glasses are a thin disguise. Oh, you're walking real funny off the plane. But your suitcase has no trace of cocaine. Tell the other agents we must inspect him. Take him in the back and check his rectum. So we'd like to know where you're hiding the cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you're hiding the cocaine. There's coke in the butt, maybe. Coke in the butt. Bend the man over. Coke in the butt. Coke in the butt, maybe. Coke in the butt. Yeah, from yesterday.
Thank you very much. Well, once again, if you have an issue like this, you are urged to go to the emergency room.
Yeah, don't try to retrieve it yourself or leave it.
Yeah,
that would be even worse.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the issues with this news story is you have to wonder, these are just the people that went to the ER.
Right. People get embarrassed and don't want to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Which is why they come up with the weird excuses.
yeah, but that led to my favorite story from yesterday.
Which was?
From Mr. Oskay. Once again, he's sitting in for the Chickster today.
That's right.
This involved a so-called C ring.
Oh, yeah.
And a friend of yours.
yeah.
Can you give us the short version of this?
Basically, he had taken a Viagra and used a metal C ring at the same time, which apparently you should not mix the two because they both serve the same purpose.
Okay.
And it had swollen to the point where they could not get the ring off. His wife said 2 hours later she came down to the kitchen and he had a big pitcher of ice water and he was just dunking the whole thing in there trying to get it to go down to no avail. Had to call his neighbor 3 doors down to bring down the bolt cutters.
Now, what time is it?
Like 2 in the morning on a Friday night.
Okay, so I didn't realize. So the neighbor came over to him.
Yeah, brought the bolt cutters down and the neighbor actually cut it off of him because he had to hold the skin away.
And how big are these bolt cutters? Is this the two-hand? You need the 2 hands and.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it's better than like a disc grinder.
Right.
Bolt cutters are.
Yeah, I mean, you got to imagine a lot of leverage to get that thing to pop off.
Again, I'm almost too shy to go to my neighbor and ask for a couple of eggs.
Right.
Let alone, hey, by the way, do you have a pair of bolt cutters to cut this thing off of my male member?
Would you do that for a friend, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah. I'd do it.
I would.
I would.
I'd do the bolt cutter. That'd be fun.
There'd be a lot of razzing.
Oh, I'd be laughing the entire time.
Yeah.
It'd be really hard to not drop your phone while you were videotaping. Yeah, I was retelling that story to someone yesterday. It really is astonishing.
Yeah. And the couple told me with they weren't ashamed at all by it. And I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know. After you told that story, I was thinking, what's the strangest thing I asked a friend for? And I haven't come up with anything yet. Like it's.
Yeah, that's boy.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a friend lie for me, like stuff like that, but not anything.
Bail money.
I had a friend who lived a house over, and this was years ago. I had a few gigs canceled, so I had my electricity turned off, and he ran an extension cord from his house over to my house.
That was nice.
So that I could have power for a week and a half until I could get it turned back on. So,
well, that's nice.
That is generous.
But what's funnier is when you hear about people that don't tell their neighbor that they're doing that.
Yes.
And I've heard about that. Where what's that cord doing at the side of our house? Oh, you're powering Oskay's.
The funny part was I owed like $300, and it took like $120 in extension cords just to get it over there. So I just had another $150.
Now, your friend with the ring.
Yeah.
At the end of that story, you mentioned that apparently now there's a rubberized version of that tool.
He has now gone to silicone. Based C rings.
Wow.
No more metal.
Okay. And you're not supposed to combine the what are they called? The blue pill, whatever it's called?
Both serve the same effect to
Keep it.
engorge blood in that area. And so when you mix the two.
To add what they call tumescence.
Yes.
And by the way, I love that band, the alt band, Tumescence. Very good. There's Evanescence. I saw Tumescence open for Evanescence. They blew him off the stage. Or wait a minute, no, she blew him off the. Wait, no, I forget how that went. Well, thank you very much, Pat. I certainly enjoyed that song. Also, late in yesterday's show, we learned a couple of other things. We found out interesting. This is kind of interesting. Josh likes to eat apples with a fork.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll see me do it again today.
It was very cute.
Doesn't like sticky stuff on his hands.
No, I can't stand having sticky fingers.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
I have all kinds of things rolling through my head right now.
No, but I 100%, and I think maybe Ms. Hooker mentioned this. There are certain things I will eat right next to the sink so that I can immediately
wash your hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm completely on board with that. That's just.
And it didn't even occur to me it was weird until you guys said something. You know how you just do something in life and.
Sure.
Did you ever have? My grandmother ate apples with a spoon. Have you ever seen that?
No, like a grapefruit.
Yeah. Well, she would. She would dig it out like a spoon.
What?
Used a spoon. Yes.
That's really interesting.
Yes.
It was sober?
Yeah, she was sober. This was a sober one.
Oh, not Grandma V.O.
Not Grandma V.O.
We haven't talked about her much. I just always love that.
Grandma V.O.
Grandma
Well,
V.O.
she's drinking in heaven.
She's pickled now. Yeah. If there's a bar in heaven, she's
my
sitting.
parental grandmother, she would eat an apple with a spoon.
Wow.
It was very interesting. She'd dig it out just
like a melon baller?
Yeah, kind
but
of.
with a spoon?
You learned it somewhere.
Yeah.
Melon baller sounds like a like a fan group.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like Parrot Heads.
Like Blind Melon.
Yeah, Blind Melon.
Yeah, his fans would be called melon ballers. Also, late in yesterday's show, a couple of other things that we learned that were kind of interesting. The 100th anniversary of the Goodyear Blimp. The Blimp's going to be touring all over the country.
I love blimps.
And there are,
Me too. When you see a blimp, you go, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, I'm never not happy.
Right?
No,
you're never disappointed.
Never like, oh, look at that damn blimp.
It's like, oh my god, there's a blimp.
When's the last time you saw one?
Oh boy.
I saw one May.
Yeah.
Typically, most major sporting events still have. I hope. The blimp's cool, especially if you're walking into an event. You look, hey, there's the blimp.
Well, we see one at the Super Bowl. Do they do the Super Bowl
maybe.
blimp? Yeah.
Typically,
maybe.
yeah.
Maybe.
I think so.
Where is it?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Okay.
But Goodyear has a bunch of blimps, but I think there are only 30 in total in the world.
I thought you said 100 total in the world, right?
No, here it goes.
It was like 25.
It is, you're correct, Josh. According to Reader's Digest, there are 25 blimps left in the world.
Wow.
Crazy.
According to Reader's Digest, like, how is Reader's Digest still a thing?
I am with.
Like, who's reading it?
Have you ever heard Ace's jokes?
Touche.
They steal them, yeah.
They steal them.
That's very funny, Ace.
Humor in uniform. And once again, Christy and I have both been in the Goodyear blimp, and I want to say they have
And the Budweiser blimp.
They got a new one.
They have a new blimp?
Yeah, I forget a couple of years ago they have another one out there. So, but they're really, it's super interesting and not a particularly practical way to travel.
Yeah.
Do you wonder if the blimp guy originally, he's like, oh, this is going to change the world. Like, this is going to change travel.
See you later, trains.
As Josh pointed out, one of my favorite points that he has made that is completely valid, the guy that invented the Velcro shoe.
Oh, yeah.
That guy thought,
places, goodbye. This is, I've solved it all.
Yeah.
Nope, just kids and old people.
Hey, I had Velcro shoes.
Exactly.
It costs $100,000 for one trip in a blimp, apparently, for the helium to fill them up. That's why they're.
Oh, is that how they float?
Yeah, that's how they float.
But I mean, they leave the helium in there.
It says here it costs $100,000 for one trip on the blimp. So, I mean, they do leave the helium in, but sometimes they'll deflate them to move them around, I guess. I don't know.
I think they fly them. They have a gigantic hangar and they fly them around.
When they deflate them, is it just a bunch of dudes taking hits off of it and doing the real high voice?
Hi. Guess what I'm doing, honey? Hey. I'm in the hangar. Guess what's happening? But when you see a blimp in person up close, it's very intimidating because they're huge and the cabin area is a little tiny part of the bottom.
I've never seen one not in the sky.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, what I'm saying, when you get close up, it's like walking up to a gigantic ship, and there's a certain intimidating factor. And Josh, you've talked about this. Am I correct in saying you don't like to swim near large boats?
No.
Yeah.
Anything underwater, it's called submechanophobia. I have anything underwater.
Okay.
If I get near it, I freak out.
Those giant things scare me. Like when you see those flags on the interstate, that's too big. That flag's too big. It shouldn't be that big.
Those can be gigantic.
Yeah, those freak me out too. I don't know why.
So just oversized things.
Oversized things, yeah.
Talk about it.
Bodes well for every guy here in the room.
We're going to get along just fine.
Real quick, why you don't see blimps. There are only 128 people in the United States qualified to fly an airship, and only 17 people do it full time. Talk about a niche job. Oh, God.
Yeah, that really isn't a major.
Right.
Yeah,
What do you want to be when you grow up, Jimmy?
I'm majoring in blimp pilotry. Well, I'm sure it's pretty difficult because you got to deal with that thing is like a giant sail up in the sky, so it's getting blown
250
around.
to 400 hours of training. It'd be tough.
And don't you need a whole crew of folks when you land it? Don't they have these?
Hold them down.
Don't they have big, as I recall, big lines dangling from them?
Yeah.
Tether guys.
Yeah, and you got to grab it, and if something goes wrong, all of a sudden you got 15 guys dangling.
Yeah.
Now you just need a drone. Can do all that fun stuff in the air.
Yeah.
Boo.
I know.
I want a big, fat, shiny blimp.
I don't think they'll go anywhere. I think we'll still be able to see blimps. And
there is a distinction between a blimp and a dirigible. right?
Oh boy, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think a dirigible has a, as I recall, there's like a superstructure inside the.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And of course, famously, the Hindenburg, 1937, I believe, went up in flames. You know, the famous "Oh, the Humanity."
It wasn't filled with helium. What
that was
it
filled
with
hydrogen. And
right.
Once again, I tried to make a little money when my hydrogen laws suck T-shirts, but they didn't really take off. I thought maybe the helmet laws suck shirts would be kind of a similar thing, but it really never did work out. Coming up, we have our house band. It's Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. We'll be coming back with those guys, see what's going on with them. Coming up in the new, we have some interesting news in the world of sports, in the form of some world records.
Oh yeah,
and also rather interesting news coming out of Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Give me a couple teasers, Christy.
Yeah, there was a guy doing some fun stuff at the Piggly Wiggly coming up. We have a driver that takes the wrong turn and ends up on a ski slope.
Oh,
that would be something. We have a very interesting story about graham crackers. I know it doesn't sound like
boy,
it.
you know, it's been so long since I've had
A good graham cracker?
Oh, really? You haven't had a s'more lately?
Yeah, it's been a couple years since
We
I've had a
keep
s'more.
graham crackers in the pantry all the time.
Wow,
As a
okay.
snack, yeah.
Now, are you aware?
Milk, I love them.
There is a bizarre origin story. You will not believe it. A bizarre origin story about graham crackers.
Yep.
Fun.
And it involves sexy time.
Oh.
When we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. You can find out how much money you can potentially get for your accident. I'm Tori Schulman, along with my co-host and spokesman, Al Jackson. So, Al, tell the viewers at home who should be calling right now.
Well, Tori, it's just like you said. Anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. So is that what people want to know, if they have a case, if how much money they're going to get?
That's what I would want to know. Do I have a case? How much money can I get? The accident that happened can't change, but how much money you receive can. So I encourage everyone watching at home, give us a call right now and find out how much you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. You guys heard it here first. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and call now.
The great thing about my mom's bridge club was she would make delicious desserts for the ladies.
She didn't have the Brock's Bridge mix? That was always my favorite.
No, she'd make apple pie. She'd make apple tarts.
Oh, she was amazing. Yeah.
I forgot about bridge mix.
Oh, yeah. My grandmother used to have that.
Man.
Did you ever bang any of your mom's friends in the bridge club?
Come on, man.
You know you
fess
did.
up.
No,
You at least think about them while you were learning about it.
Who was the oldest woman you slept
Can
with?
I write down the joke I wanted to?
Hang on a second. Who is age?
Hey,
Just
no,
the age.
A gentleman never discussed
Oldest
it.
woman you slept with.
Or how many years older was she?
Than you.
Was it an old whore?
Just get flat out.
I want to apologize to the members of my mom's bridge club if any of them are still alive.
I didn't say it was them. I said it was you probably employed a whore.
That is completely false. Oh,
So
God.
you never had sex with someone older?
I never knew where to do this, but I would like to partake in one of your
Excuse me.
women of ill repute.
Excuse
Who's
me.
the oldest?
Ruth, I understand you're quite good.
Do you have a Millicent on staff or a QR code?
No, I understand this is a cash only proposition.
I just returned from the haberdasher.
Does this include the tip? Or probably get a lot of tip jokes, I guess. If you want more than the tip in, it costs extra. I get it. I know. Did we get back to Bridge Club?
It
Okay,
was a
bridge
whore.
club.
Well, I know it was. I could tell when I hit on something. You banged an old whore.
That is
Like a
just
sailor
not
on
true.
leave.
When you were 18, 19.
You learned about
And
love.
she was 30.
It's all lies.
She kept saying.
No, she was like 58.
It was like Brighton Beach. Get over here and let Mama hug you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Over
exactly
here,
right.
honey. Yeah.
Kiss Mom.
A young Jonathan Silver.
Stick your tongue out for mama.
we were talking about racial stereotyping because you're a golfer.
Yes.
And I know that we were talking about golf off the air, but a lot of stereotypes in the world. Certainly, one of them about Asians in sports, and I think that's really now really being changed, particularly in the world of baseball, basketball. It's huge changes.
It's great.
15, 20 years ago, you didn't really see that as much.
It's great. I love seeing Asians in sports, and yeah, as you said, Major League Baseball, the real sports. You know, we're not talking ping pong or pai-gow poker or base juggling with your feet or really hard Sudoku problems or competitive hot dog eating or breaking ice blocks with your forehead or dancing back up for Gwen Stefani, the real sports. That's great because before, if I wanted to cheer for Asians in sports, the people I had was Michelle Kwan and half of Tiger Woods.
that was it. That was it.
That's it.
Wow.
And you know, Tiger. Let's talk about him. You know, I don't know which half of Tiger made him want to cheat, but I think we can all agree which half drove into the tree. So.
Okay, now, Pat is going to remove her wig. Go ahead, Pat. Can you see it? We're taking a little video.
Well, let Miss Pat put a hat on.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you yanked it right off. There
Is that clipped on? Oh, no, you've got like a yarmulke. Wait a minute.
That's
a skull cap to hold the wig on.
Looks kind of like
so
a yarmulke.
it don't fly off in the wig, Tom.
See, we're already down to the skull on your head, so we don't give you a skull
Miss
cap.
Pat is not going to place her wig on my head.
Go.
That's really tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, geez.
Let me do it. Don't mess up my wig, Tom.
You got a giant melon.
Are you supposed
Tom.
to cover my
I had no
ears?
idea.
Yeah. For a minute. Wait a minute, Tom. I got this.
Ow! Jeez.
Let the listeners know out there that there are about 30 cameras right now.
You're really hurting my ear.
Let me make sure it's styled right.
Trained on Tom.
Do I have bangs? I just want to have.
You look like Weird Al Yankovic.
Chick, describe how do I look? I can't see.
You have a very dark, curly-haired wig on your head, and with your pale skin, you kind of look like
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Not Denzel?
No.
Not Denzel in Flight?
You're a little too light.
You look like, you remind me of Tommy Lee
Just
Jones
because
in
you have
Lincoln.
dark hair does not make you a black man.
The 13th Amendment will...
Didn't Tommy Lee Jones have the black wife? Oh, yes.
You're giving Don't give away the movie.
Oh, they already won the Oscar. You sure do, Tom. You need a sister in your bedroom, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I have to.
That's what you need.
I was hoping for Denzel, and I've got...
You don't look like
you
Denzel.
Look like a slave owner.
Christy hit it on the nose. You do look like Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Did you hear what she just said?
No.
He looked like a slave owner.
I look like a slave owner.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
It'd be very uncomfortable.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well,
as far as I know that. Never mind. We'll just move forward.
Moly. Miss Pat could be your Sally Hemings. How about that?
Oh, I don't know. We have some tickets coming up for the summertime when it's not freezing outside out at the Ruoff to see Styx, et cetera, et cetera. But right now, it's something a little bit different.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. We're here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, proudly presenting to you a live show with wonderful live music today, Tom. It's the terrific band who they have a new project out, don't they?
They do indeed. It's our friend Dane Clark, and we were talking about the fact that you want to say the Dane Clark 5.
Yeah.
But that is not the name of Dane's band. No. It's Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. And that's the Backroom Boys right now. Sounds kind of ominous, Dane.
It's cool.
Very cool. Does this get real heavy? It's already heavy.
This sounds like a song that would be on an album titled Gurus and Hitmen in Heaven.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It sounds like the first lyric could be something like, her body was bleeding, even though she was dead.
Well, Raycon. No, you didn't.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
Now, Dan, I want to talk to you for a second. You can put the band on break. First of all, I walk in the room a minute ago.
Yes.
And you guys are having a very serious, deep discussion about Velveeta cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have any Velveeta at my house anymore.
I doubt you do.
The block of Velveeta, yeah.
Is it really cheese?
Well,
Cheese product.
Cheese product.
because you get it in the Mexican food aisle now, which I find interesting.
Really?
Yes.
Mine always moves. It's never in the same place.
Mine's always in the Mexican
But isn't,
food aisle.
and am I correct in saying Velveeta cheese is actually clear and they have to add the yellow to it?
Ew.
Now, Velveeta slices are all in the dairy.
Well, that's true.
Have you had those?
Oh, yeah.
You like them?
Always in the fridge.
All right.
The thing about Velveeta, the melt rate or whatever is perfect.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. It
really
has to be
nailed that.
full of chemicals for it to melt that perfectly. Yeah.
But it really is.
It's a wonderful product. It makes the best macaroni and cheese.
Now, Velveeta has a brand manager, Ms. Stephanie Vance, who reports they are always trying to find fans to live what they call La Dolce Velveeta. Which means, I guess, the sweet cheese. I don't know.
I'm surprised they didn't go Velveeta Loco.
That's exactly what I
living
thought.
Living Velveeta Loco.
They have made a hair dye.
What?
A branded hair dye.
Oh, didn't they do nail polish?
They did nail polish, yeah. La Dolce Velveeta Yellow.
Yeah, this is Velveeta Gold hair dye. So if you want to have some, nice.
How lovely.
That's a color.
Doesn't Velveeta Gold sound like the name of a porn star?
It kind of does. Yes. Yes, it does.
Now, Dane, the lick that you guys were just playing, the piece we just heard, I should say, is that a real song?
Yeah, that's a song that came out on my Rebel Town record, 2019, called Blues Train. But we may change it to Raycon. I'm not sure now.
You're not going to go with that lyric about the dead body still bleeding? But how long do they bleed, by the way?
Boy, until they...
Oh, really? So
they're out.
So maybe...
out, yeah.
So that could be like a 12-minute song if it's a small wound?
I think I'll stick to Raycon.
Okay, well, we'll have you guys do the Raycon thing in just a couple minutes. I appreciate it. I will announce that Dane has this new album out there, and it's... a part of it is already streaming. Am I right about this? The first part just started streaming about 20 minutes ago?
The video should be streaming now from YouTube, and the single comes out tomorrow. Less Traffic, Hard Times in the USA is the video and the single. And then we're going to play that later.
Okay.
And Less Traffic on the High Road is another one that we're going to play. So...
All right. And we've got links on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms, so you can check it out. And
we have a show Sunday at the Jazz Kitchen. We want everybody to come out too.
You have a once again a great cover, and it's such a shame that the world of album covers has not kind of lasted with streaming. But this one's really a beauty. Mm-hmm. And maybe you should print like 200 vinyls just so you could get this beautiful cover.
Actually, I plan on doing that.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Well, now we're going to switch gears for just a second and go over that direction and check in with Mr. Oskey, sitting in for Chick McGee in the world of sports.
That's right. Oh, Josh, you're going to love this. Next year, the later this year, the National Hockey League, it will hold 2 outdoor games in Florida.
Fun.
Hockey's seen a real growth in the state. They expect to attract over 100,000 fans. Wow. They say they acknowledge playing a game outdoor in Florida is risky, but the payoff is worth it.
Yeah.
So what's the trick to that?
I guess...
keeping the gators frozen.
I mean... can they keep the ice in the hot sun like that?
I mean, I'm sure someone did the research before they booked it.
Yeah,
I bet it's covered.
The first game will feature the Florida Panthers hosting the New York Rangers at Lone Depot Park, the home of Major League Baseball's Miami Marlins. I was right. Sorry, January 2nd, 2026.
Okay, yeah.
So
maybe that'll be the Winter Classic then, January 2nd? Okay,
yes.
yeah.
They have a whole year to figure it out.
Yeah, they're doing obviously the outdoor games now.
Yeah, they just had the Winter Classic in Chicago at Wrigley Field. Blues versus Blackhawks. Blues won.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lucky they're not doing it today. It's too cold.
Yeah.
That really is kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, that's a fun event. Anytime sports do something a little different when it's kind of an off moment, it's nice.
Maybe the NBA should try it.
They kind of did, right?
Outdoors?
Oh, I wonder if they would do NBA outdoors.
They've done college games on a aircraft carrier.
That's
okay.
cool.
That is cool.
I remember that.
Really?
Huh.
Man. Can you imagine if the ball just goes off the side?
It's a whole new game.
You're like,
I am not going out.
Or even worse, off the port bow, incoming.
My son, when he was young, he played soccer, and the soccer field, and I'm talking like 4 years old, was on top of an apartment building.
Yeah.
Oh.
And all the time, the ball would get kicked and just go off the side. It was like you had to go down the elevator out into the parking lot and get it. And they only had 2 balls, so if 2 went, some parent had to go retrieve them and throw them back up on the roof.
Were you living in Manhattan?
I know, it's very odd.
It was so weird.
I mean, if it's around here, there's a lot of space.
Yeah. No, it was so weird, but it was hilarious because at least once a game, a ball would go up.
I heard the world record music. What's happening?
Oh, yeah. Guinness World Records has announced that a pair of Britons with formerly long locks have broken the records for the longest hair donations.
Oh, how nice.
That's nice.
Ruth Tripp, 38, earned the record for the longest single donation of hair by a female. She donated 5 feet 7 inches.
Oh, this is head hair, right?
Let's hope, because it's going to the Little Princess Trust.
Thanks.
Depends. It depends. If it's not head hair, it probably depends what country the princess is ruling in.
How
long would it take to grow your hair that long?
Right? And then fellow Briton Jack Drever, 37, earned the male version. He donated 2 feet 11 inches back in December.
Back hair? Oh, back in.
Back in December.
If you're donating 2 feet of back hair, that is...
Get back to the Northwest woods.
You're Sasquatch.
Yeah.
That's what Locks of Love does the same thing.
A wonderful program.
Yes. Yeah,
all of that.
And didn't some big rock star do that a couple years ago? I think
A lot of people do that.
I mean, that's great.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, I did that a few years ago. I just it was in the early '90s, Josh. I just went to my shower drain.
Yeah,
and I was able to. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
I absolutely know what you're talking about.
And then there's the offshoot of Locks of Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You donated to that too?
Well, when I had the reduction surgery.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What was that called?
I forget. Coming up, we're gonna meet our house band,
and I have another David Rush world record.
And then, of all things,
we have penis sizes in the news today.
Again, this isn't. We had sort of these annual lists. They always have them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the saddest one, of course, is the people we've lost in 2024.
Yes.
But there's some fun lists. We had objects found within body cavities, male and female. Coming up, an organization for the second year in a row has come up with rankings for the size of the tumescent male member.
Okay.
By country.
I see.
And every stereotype you have in your head, true. That's all I'm saying.
Congratulations once again.
Yes.
Nairobi.
You're close.
You're very close.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
When we decided to do this, I said,
Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practice and practice, and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park a woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight, and his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would say. Now he's sporting wings. And he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell. With George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong. But I know he's tired of me singing this song. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye, Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
At the track, you're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my 2 kids with me and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's gotta be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need body fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try it, sweet.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there. And some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of body on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of body fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. It'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body Fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors: original lemon lime, iced tea, or diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand. Or to be discreet.
Happy members.
There you go, of happy
Female members.
Are you a happy member? Coming up, we're going to visit with our friend who's going to be at the Jazz Kitchen Sunday. It's Dane.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, it's me. Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show here at O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio.
No, in your defense, that was such a cool groove that they just dropped into.
I was so prepared just to listen to music. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk. Pat Godwin's over there. Hey, Jess Hooker's here.
Hey.
Jeff Oskey across the way. Ace Cosby's over there. I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. And Tom, please introduce our special band.
The house band today is our friend Dane Clark. Now, Dane is often seen with John Mellencamp on the drums. He's on the guitar this morning. Hey, Dane, I got a trivia question for you. Dane, did you play drums on the original version of Blow Me a Kiss?
I certainly did. Myself and Toby Myers played bass.
Toby Myers from John Mellencamp's band on the bass. And a classic arrangement.
That was 40 years ago, Tom.
Wow.
No way.
It had to have been, right? Probably.
It was a while ago.
Now, when you auditioned for Mr. Mellencamp, did you mention, by the way, that's me on drums on the famous underground song, Blow Me a Kiss?
It slipped my mind that day.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you nervous when you auditioned for him?
Well, actually, I had already played with the band. I had been in Larry Crane's band, and I'd also played on the soundtrack to Falling from Grace.
Okay.
In 19...
So, yeah.
All right.
So... I mean, he's a little intimidating.
Yeah, I would ask if you're ever not nervous around him.
Actually, we get along pretty well. This is my 29th year.
Whoa.
Mellencamp bands.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember. I have a real quick question. You were telling me one time about running into him during you guys were on tour, but he was always busy doing promotional stuff, so you didn't see him except when you were on stage.
Yep.
But you ran into him in the hotel gym one time. Was he smoking in the hotel gym?
I think he had just put one out.
So he puts one out, then goes into the gym. Okay, because I know he's
not smoking on the treadmill, though. No.
Okay, just asking. I think it's a fair question.
Is he still smoking?
He was the last time he was in here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that was a while ago.
I don't know. I think probably.
I'm going to see him. We're going to be working on some new music for him in February. So.
Oh, cool.
Is there a tour coming up?
I'm not sure what's being planned for this year, but
all right.
You're on call, though.
Yes, sir.
The phone rings.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to go right now.
Does he ever let you play guitar?
Actually, in the musical that we did, the Stephen King and John Mellencamp musical, back in the day, I played a little bit of guitar, and percussion at the same time with my feet. So,
Now,
but not on stage.
No, a slightly different question. You do play. You play drums with Mr. Mellencamp.
Yes, sir.
Now you're on the guitar today, which means you've got your friend Philip on the drums.
That's right.
Now, is he somewhat intimidated knowing that you're a first-class drummer? Does he feel that are you really bossy? Do you ever turn your head around and go, "Hey, that sucked"?
You'll have to ask Phil.
Phil's a pretty good drummer.
What's the answer?
Yeah, he said yes.
The answer is yes. Okay, good.
The answer is yes.
I think it would be kind of intimidating.
Kind of like preaching for Billy Graham, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Okay, well, let's squeeze a song out of you if you don't mind. Once again, Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys is the name of the band, and their new project is emerging right now as a video that's just been released, I think about an hour ago, and we've got links to it at the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. What do you got for us, Dane?
We got a song called "Less Traffic on the High Road."
1, 2, 3.
Someone's gotta win, someone's gotta lose. I still believe there's a better way. Let's dig down deep and pray some answers wait. When friends start looking like the enemy, I know that there's a better way to be. I tell you, I ain't gonna choose a side. Don't wanna go along for that ride. Less traffic on the high road. That's how I try to roll. I let my heart show me which way to go. 'Cause there's less traffic on the high road. Where we are today. Sometimes I feel we're all being played. Don't wanna be angry, don't wanna be afraid. Just wanna try to do what the good books say. There's less traffic on the high road. That's how I try to roll. I let my heart show me which way to go. 'Cause traffic on the high road. I'm gonna take the high road. I'm gonna take the high road. I'm gonna take the high road. All right. Traffic on the high road. That's how I try to roll. I let my heart show me which way to go. 'Cause yeah, there's less traffic on the high road. That's how I try to roll. I let my heart show me which way to go. 'Cause there's less traffic on the high road. Gonna take the high road. I'm 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 gonna take the high road.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. Thank you very much, fellas. Now, I have we're going to ask Dane to once again do his fine new jingle we've created for the Raycon people. But here's an interesting obscure trivia fact.
Yes.
We've been working on doing the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle since we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. We've been sort of trying to recreate it. Do you know the origin story of that jingle?
No, what is it?
It's really something. It involves the great band, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils.
Really?
Some of the founding members of that band created that jingle. Because we were talking about how it's such a great jingle and so catchy and great. And I was driving a couple months ago in my car, and it came over the radio, and just at the end, my 9-year-old daughter went, "Ow!" because she got it. So, yeah, we'll get to the origin story of that. Coming up. Also coming up, Mr. Godwin's going to sit in with the band, I understand. Yeah. You got a little something for us, something new?
We do indeed.
We'll look forward to that. Coming up, we do have this massive survey of the tumescent member in the world, and by country. What country has the largest? What country has the smallest in the realm of male members? I wonder about the methodology. I mean, is this self-reporting, or is there some person who has the sad job of next? Like this is a team of a fluffer and some guy with a tape measure. Well, I was in Sudan last week. I'm in Tokyo right now. I don't even need the whole yardstick. But we'll find out what the answer to all those questions is. But right now, we're going to ask Dane Clark and the boys to once again present us with the brand new Raycon jingle that they've created on the spot. It's nice, isn't it?
Here we go. Raycon.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Raycon. The home of the Raycon earbuds. They do come in lots of colors. Of course, Raycon earbuds, they're the best. They're about half the price of those fancy white ones that keep falling out of your ears. Oh, they fit in your ear, of course. That's because they're earbuds. They also have the over-the-head headphones. Over-the-ear headphones. How about this? 32 hours of battery life, multi-point connectivity. They do come in a bunch of colors. They feel good in your ears, and of course you get great music coming through them. Raycon earbuds. Now, if you want to purchase some Raycon earbuds, we mentioned the color thing already. You go to buyraycon.com/Tom, and you'll get 15% off. Does anything rhyme with 15% off site-wide? I guess not. Once again, it's a Raycon earbuds, and 15% off site-wide today. So get yourself some Raycon earbuds. They make a nice Valentine's Day gift. I'd perhaps maybe throw some flowers in or some jewelry. But here are your earbuds, honey. Now I don't have to listen to you talk. That's Raycon. Buy Raycon. Sorry. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Coming up, we will be measuring. Gotta buy it at buyraycon.com/Tom. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
tell you if it's recently because
Doesn't work.
Cable's out. Okay.
You got to pay the bill.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What's the phrase about it?
Well, sometimes there's more month than money.
There's more month. There's more month than money.
I tell you what. 25th come around, we damn near started that.
No, I forget. I know these are.
Man, we've been there though.
These are the Dicky twins. Your name right? Yeah. What are you, Rod Dicky, and he's what is it?
I'm Dick Dicky. That's Ricky Dicky.
Ricky Dicky and Rod Dicky.
How you doing?
No, it's Ricky
Rod
Dicky.
No, Ricky Dicky and Dicky Dicky.
Yeah, I see. The Dicky brothers.
Where'd you get Rod?
No, the Dicky twins. Our great Uncle James wrote Deliverance.
Did he?
Oh, James Dicky.
That's right.
Fine.
I kept telling him, no, you need more sodomy.
Yeah, more bunghole.
Christy.
You told me I couldn't say that.
You can't.
Josh is on fire today. I'm the intellectual in the family, and he's a little bit more earthy.
We'll get back to
Health officials in Canada.
I can tell you how old you are just by smelling your fingers.
It's true. Try him. Tell him. Try him.
Well, you're 35.
He's usually right within 5 or 6 years.
You know something?
It's true.
Josh, and honest to God, it would be worth to dress you up.
What about me? I want to be dressed up.
Get a booth at the state fair.
Yeah.
Dress you up like Ricky Dicky.
Right.
Get a booth at the state fair with a straight face. Have a sign up there. I can guess your age by smelling your fingers. and see how many people would come up and go, well, this guy can't do it. And
yes.
God,
But what happens when he's wrong? Wouldn't they be mad?
I never.
Who cares?
Take his money?
As Josh puts it, you're just doing it for the viral video.
Are you going to take money from these people, or you're just doing it for free?
You say if we can't if we can't do it, we'll give you $3 or something.
Okay.
The thing about the Dicky brothers, they always have their trapper hats on.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, overalls, and they're pretty educated. They're not,
Now you wear the overalls with no underwear and no undershirt, right? Little side boob.
We ain't stupid.
Oh, can we do that next summer, please?
We can do it now. We can do it for Christmas. I got my trapper hat right here. He got me a trapper hat for my birthday.
Are you going to model that for the camera?
I put it up on my.
I still remember when you squirted out of Mama.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you guys were twins.
He's 5 minutes.
Yeah, I remember it. I was first.
5 minutes older.
A doctor lifted me up, spanked me, turned me around so I could watch old Dicky Dick come out.
Yeah. I heard you almost dropped your dip.
That's right.
Jaw fell right to the floor.
That's right. What a man he is. He dipped right out of the snatcher.
I like that book, The Snatcher in the Rye.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's quite a book. Yeah, I'm sorry. Christy, where were we here?
Health officials in Canada.
What do you think this add to it?
Could we take a picture of you in that? Because you're.
It's on Chick's Instagram.
Josh, you need to
the Chick McGee. If you want to go on that Instagram.
That is one stupid looking hat.
Oh, dude, trapper hats are the best.
Oh, it's so warm.
You need a green one.
I can't wait for it to get really cold.
I've got a couple.
Do you?
Yeah, I love them.
Got this snap on the bottom.
They really keep your face warm. They're amazing.
Does the front come down?
The wind chill.
Yes, it does.
Well, you won't have to worry about. You won't have to worry about getting a venereal disease because those are vagina repellent.
Wait a minute, I can't hear you. What? There you go.
Even better.
You tell me if this looks stupid.
What's the big flap with the fur in the front for you? Are you supposed to pull it down, but then you can't see?
That's what I said.
It doesn't pull down.
That's just there for fashion, Tom.
Okay, because that does look good.
So you take this off there, it cuts
You
the line
slaughtered
all
some
off.
poor animal for that stupid thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right there. That's a vole.
And then the chinchilla's in the back.
Right.
Hey.
That's right.
We're here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy, Jess Hooker, Jeff Oskey, Ace, me, that's Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. A couple quick things I'll notice. I should say I do notice Mr. Godwin is not here.
I know.
Because, apparently he's cooking up something with the band.
Oh. All right.
We'll look forward to that. In the meantime, I will remind you that we do have Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys as our house band today. They have a new project out there. We've got all the links at various Bob and Tom social media platforms. Coming up, comedian Al Jackson will be our guest. We have Ace Cosby at the controls, of course, which means the Ace Cosby joke of the day will be coming around the corner shortly. Yes. And Mr. Jeff Oskey is sitting in for Chick McGee. Chick's a little under the weather, and we hope he starts feeling better. Odds are he'll be here tomorrow, which means we will have the Shoe-In of the Week with our special guest star, Rob Martin from Colorado Springs. He was the winner of Week 18 in the Pigskin Pick'em competition here on the Bob and Tom program, won himself that gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers. Right now, we get back to the action. Thank you very much, Dane. Dane and the boys are going to be taking a little break, and they're going to work on something, I understand, behind the scenes with Mr. Godwin.
Cool.
So, new song from Patty G. We look forward to that with a full band.
Nice.
That's that's very exciting. And once again, Jeff Oskey, the man, the beard oil, is sitting right over there where Chick sits.
That's right.
And we should explain for those that can't see you. You have an extraordinarily thick, bushy beard.
Yeah.
What is the longest you've ever had it?
About twice as long as this. I don't know. I mean, it just bushes out. It doesn't go long. I don't know, man.
Do you cut it back then so that it goes down rather than out?
I just let it go.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't have anybody trim that thing?
No, I never trim it. I just comb it every morning and put a little.
You have a little beard comb?
Yeah. It's a wooden beard comb.
That's cute.
Josh and I were talking about this. Can I get you guys the flat iron for the beard? I want to see what that looks like.
I got one.
You did?
Yeah.
Why? What are you talking about? What is it?
It's like it's a hot comb that makes your beard straight instead of bushy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, after you told me about it,
Yeah.
I went and got it, and I have not really seen any difference.
Oh, okay.
But you did burn your face.
It is nerve-wracking.
It's hot.
I didn't at all burn my face, but it is nerve-wracking.
Okay.
And I did like it, and I'll continue to do it because it really detangled it.
Okay. Oh,
It just didn't. I didn't notice looks.
A straightening effect.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I would try it.
Yeah.
So what? I don't understand the
So it's
principle
essentially
of
a
this.
curling iron. It heats up, but it obviously instead of curling, it straightens. So it's like a big, it's kind
Flat.
of a brush.
Yeah.
And you just slide
Do you
it.
suppose people use that on their nether regions?
Oh boy.
If you have hair that long, you've got a problem.
Yeah, exactly. You would
'Cause you're
need
gonna hurt
long
yourself.
hair, and
Yeah.
why? You kind of want it curly down there.
Well, didn't you say in where were you? South Korea.
South Korea, yeah.
Didn't they brush it out?
Yes, the women would blow dry that area, and as they did, they would brush the hair straight out, so it was almost a mohawk.
For
what?
Yes, yeah. That was the
that's the fashion.
That was the fashion slash. I don't know if it was also like a hygienic.
But before, like daily or like for sex?
No, like after showering.
After showering.
How do you keep it like that if you're wearing clothes? Wouldn't it flatten it back out?
It kind of.
I'd go one way or the other.
Or does it?
No, it did kind
Thank
of
you.
stay.
A comb over? Yeah.
Did it really?
I think they
And you
trained it so much.
Could you see it through their clothes?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
But when
were you warned about that before you encountered it?
I was warned about it by a couple Canadians that I taught with who had been there longer than I had. And one was a guy, and he said, "Hey, you're going to encounter this."
Yeah.
And then another was a woman who said, "Every time I'm in the gym locker room, I see all these women with their hair dryers combing it straight up."
So how long
Wait,
was
in
it
the
when it
gym
was
locker
done?
room?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
And in the male locker rooms at the gyms, I would see guys blow drying that and kind of
That's one of Tom's
fluffing it,
pet
but
peeves.
not.
Well, yeah, I've seen guys at my gym blow drying their pubes, and it's just that's just so disgusting.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm a trimmer. You guys know that. I keep
Right.
a
Very clean house.
very clean down there. And the first time my Korean girlfriend there encountered that, she asked me if I was a baby.
Well,
Did that ruin the mood?
No, we both laughed. And
but isn't
I proved to her that I was not a baby.
doesn't that particular hair down there in certain
cultures or ethnicities or
certain ethnicities, isn't it actually straight?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
What?
Oh,
Now, are you asking about Asian?
Pubic hair is
I think for some Asians it's straight because that's what they're doing.
Oh, they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. They're straightening it.
Boy, that's I mean, I know in, like, for example, in the United States, if you look at the 50s rock and roll era, a number of performers of African American heritage would do a so-called process.
Oh, sure.
On their hair to make it straighter. Which is silly to have to do that. But, and that I think has kind of gone away, I hope. But to do that in the pubic region, aren't those like toxic chemicals to straighten the hair?
Oh, I don't know that any of that.
I don't think they're using product. They're usually just using a round brush and heat.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, there's like pubade.
It wasn't bad. It was soft. I mean, it wasn't like it poked me, you know.
Ladies, try it tonight. Get back to us tomorrow.
I might try it. I'm curious.
I
now.
can't.
Are you a baby too?
Yeah, okay. Well, someone just got very happy. Well, that actually is the perfect segue. Speaking of international pubic hair, to get to this year's version of the male member size rankings for the year 2025. What have you got it, Christy?
An outfit called Data Panda published the male member size rankings for 2025.
All right.
The website lists the countries with the longest tumescent member, so a happy member.
This is all length.
Yes.
Okay.
Although they do both.
Oh, they do girth?
Yeah, we'll start with length.
Okay.
Yeah. The length goes to number 5. We'll go 5 to 1.
All right.
Ghana at 6.81 inches. Okay. Number 4, Republic of the Congo at 6.82.
Close.
Oh.
Very close. Yeah. That was one lick away.
You got to lean into it at the finish line.
Yeah.
Ecuador at 6.93.
Okay.
Democratic Republic of the Congo at 7.06.
And what was the other Congo?
Republic of the Congo and Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Okay.
Apparently there are two.
One has more submachine guns.
And the winner.
The winner?
From the country of Sudan, 7.47 inches.
The only good thing to come out of there this year. 7.47 inches. And again, my problem with this is, is this based on self-reporting?
I doubt it. No.
There must be some sort of proof.
Yeah, there has to be.
Do they, like, when you go to the doctor and they put us on the scale and they see how high they are, do they also measure your penis?
I've never had my penis measured, and I've never measured it myself.
What?
I really do not know.
But you've had a girl measure it.
No, I've never had it measured, and I've never done it myself.
Wait, you've measured one?
Yeah.
Like with a tape measure?
What? Yeah.
Like you got it out and the tape measure out?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the correct answer to make certain people happy would have been with a yardstick. But keep going.
Yeah. You haven't done that? Like, that's funny.
Have you, Jeff?
No.
I did when I was younger, and I was shocked. Like my first wife, I was like, "Look, 7 inches," and she was like, "You aren't supposed to start measuring at your beehole." And I was like, "Oh, that."
Thank you for the clarity, Christy.
Now we go.
You don't have to answer this question. What? Have you ever been involved in any kind of measurement of that?
I have never done that.
Okay.
No, I've never.
Odd girl out. Sorry.
Have you done it more than once?
No, actually, I've not done it more than once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you made it sound like you were just measured everywhere you went.
Oh, yeah, you made it sound like you had a little booklet.
Yeah.
Like with code names and.
No. It was so big that I wanted to know how big it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the number in your head?
Yes.
Would you tell us? You don't have to. You do not have to.
Between 9 and 10.
Whoa!
No. Yes.
That's huge.
That's really something.
That's huge.
Show 9 inches.
Jason, our producer, just brought in a tape measure, and Jess is bringing out.
That's 100% true.
So it is.
And you're not a fan of sizes.
Yeah, I am.
I thought you said you didn't like too big.
No, remember, Shaquille O'Neal is one of her main crushes.
That's inanimate objects.
Oh, okay.
This is a whole different game.
I mean, that is longer than your face.
Yeah, it is.
That is. I'll just call HR for myself to get it. Now, Christy, they also did girth, but I'd like to skip ahead and go to the other side of this thing, this survey.
Countries with the smallest
average.
Yeah.
Length.
Yes. Tumescent. Number 5, Is it Myanmar?
Yeah, Myanmar. Yeah.
3.9. It used to be.
Was it Ceylon or Burma? I can never remember these countries.
Burma, I think.
Myanmar at 3.98 inches.
Okay.
Nepal at 3.93. Cambodia.
Well, it is cold.
Yeah.
Are they taking that in their defense?
Yeah. And especially it's awful when you got to measure it next to Mount Everest.
Right.
Hey, look at that. Oh, great. Thanks. I'll just pack up my Sherpa thing and climb up the hill. No gloves.
Cambodia comes in at number 3 at 3.87 inches. Smallest average penis length. That's where we're going. Number 2, North Korea, 3.78.
No wonder
they're so pissed off.
Yeah, boy.
And Thailand wins at 3.71.
Okay.
Thus, reinforcing every stereotype. Again, I'm always skeptical.
Yeah, I don't have the average for the United States, but I do know we ranked 68th in penis length.
You know, out of, was it 200 or whatever?
No,
okay.
I'm
That's why I'm wearing my hat.
Yeah, why?
Why?
My MABA hat.
ABBA.
Make America Big Again. It's my program to. What we need to start doing is letting in more immigrants from Sudan, apparently, and that'll throw the average up because they're still Americans. My God, that's what we need to do to get those ranks up there.
Who's the girthiest?
The girthiest would be France at 5.37 inches.
That's weird.
Circumference, I guess.
Yeah, it said widest penis girth.
Yeah, girth would be
round, right?
It'd have to be around.
Round.
I would assume it would be diameter, right?
Yes, thank you.
Either way, it would be
diameter.
True.
Either one of those numbers would. I don't know how they do it.
This is real close. Netherlands at 5.33, Ecuador at 5.29.
So Ecuador's they're in the length and girth. Wow. They're really doing some damage.
Is there something about the equator?
Maybe.
Have you noticed? Wait, hang on a second. I got to do this math in my head. A lot of these countries that have the large male members seem to be somewhat near the equator.
Yeah.
Belgium.
Is there something to be said in all seriousness about?
I don't know.
You know, in evolution,
right?
As man emerged from.
Maybe you can get a grant and study that.
The primordial ooze.
Yes, and they migrated north. Was there an advantage to having a smaller male member? If you had a big one, would it freeze and fall off or something?
Maybe near the equator you didn't have to wear underwear because it was warmer, so you could let it grow and do its thing. Whereas in a colder thing, you got to keep.
Yeah, but if you're in the jungle, there's all kinds of critters that are going to jump out of the bushes and grab it.
Yeah, but this was before clothes.
Yeah. Maybe it looks more like a snake, so a tiger would be less likely to. I'm not going up to that thing, and it's a snake on it.
Yeah, whereas that guy over there, Dick Needle,
Maybe we should revisit this after a palate cleanser. Musical palate cleanser.
Yes.
Okay, that we can certainly do that. This is fascinating.
Yeah.
Maybe we should draw this up, see if we can get a grant.
Yes.
We're practically scientists. If you also notice, I want to just get this in my head very clearly that places that have like really clean water seem to have smaller male members.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a trade-off there.
Yeah.
You think about all these places.
Okay.
You get one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the people in Flint are hung? Like they...
There could be.
Oh, okay.
So I say, give me a large one and a Brita, and I'll just drink the tap water.
I'm convinced Thailand has the most
me either. I don't know what he's talking about.
I think we learned a lot. Especially now we learned why Jess sits on a pillow.
Okay, well, we're gonna take a break here. I think we'll come back with this.
Okay, well,
we've got Mr. Godwin has been rehearsing with Dane Clark. We're gonna come back with their song.
Well, we have to wrap this up then because we didn't get to 4 and 5 on our list of widest penis girth.
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
A tie between Belgium and Denmark at 5.22.
All right.
Yeah. And that'll put a nice little bow on our penis story.
I did that once.
Did you?
Yeah, it was Christmas.
Put a bow on?
Did you really?
Was it a clip-on? Or what did you?
No, I never did.
So great.
Here's something interesting.
What?
Speaking of the male member, one of the most famous male members out there, of course, is the statue of
David.
David.
Yes.
Curators are concerned. This is at the Galleria dell'Accademia. Sorry about the way I pronounce that. They're concerned about the souvenirs sold around Florence. You've been there, right?
I've been there.
Yeah, me too. It's amazing.
David, yeah.
It is the most beautiful place. the attorney, the state's attorney of Italy has launched court cases going after. They have a special what do you call like set of laws about various art. And they're apparently upset because there are smaller versions of the statue of David that are being created with larger genitalia.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and
well, that's because they aren't made out of marble. Like that's why the penises were so small back then, because that's a cold stone.
Wow. But they're going after people because they have a special copyright rules, apparently, according to this article.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, so you won't be able to buy that T-shirt that said, with a picture of the statue, David, a grower, not a shower. I'm not sure how you say that in Italian.
I would buy that T-shirt.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
All day
right?
long.
Wow, that is really amazing.
That is a funny T-shirt.
But I mean, wow. That they have a law about that?
Yeah.
It's one of their most famous statues. They
just don't want it being parodied.
Yeah.
How are they allowed to recreate it at all?
That's what I wonder if the law has more to do with that, or I don't know.
That's why I always got really and I know but some of these souvenirs at the Vatican seem very inappropriate to me, and I don't know how they don't. If they're going to go after this David
the Vatican squirting flour,
some of these things are just, the Pope is the Pope. You don't want to put him on toilet paper or whatever.
What?
That would be crazy.
I'm using that as an example. I don't know if they have Pope toilet.
Oh, okay.
I would certainly hope.
God, I would hope not. Thank you.
They call it papal paper? I don't know. I know. Also, we have something in the news involved. We had an interesting story from Mr. Jeff Oskey yesterday about the so-called C ring. We have yet another story about that I found in the news when I was doing some research. That's
nice.
actually quite fascinating. Now, when we come back, we've got Patty G with a new song featuring Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. They've been working on this for the last few minutes, so I know they were rehearsing it yesterday. I don't know what it is, but we're going to find out. And we do have a link to Dane's new project if you go to the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. I'm certainly looking forward to that. Also, coming up, we have some fascinating things in the world of news about believe it or not, the origin story of the graham cracker is going to blow your mind.
All right.
You're going to be quite surprised why the graham cracker exists when we return. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. You can find out how much money you can potentially get for your accident. I'm Tori Schulman, along with my co-host and spokesman, Al Jackson. So, Al, tell the viewers at home who should be calling right now.
Well, Tori, it's just like you said. Anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. So is that what people want to know, if they have a case, how much money they're going to get?
That's what I would want to know. Do I have a case? How much money can I get? The accident that happened can't change, but how much money you receive can. So I encourage everyone watching at home, give us a call right now and find out how much you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. You guys heard it here first. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and call now.
Well, there he is. We're going to be joined by Randy Feltface is joining us.
May we call you Randy, or do you prefer Mr. Feltface?
No, I'm very happy with Randy. Let's keep it informal.
Sure. Yeah. Mr. Feltface. Randy Feltface. I detect a slight accent. Where are you from?
I'm from Australia. I'm from all the way on the other side of the planet.
I see.
Yes. It's so exciting to be here, though. Look at this beautiful studio set up you've got.
Isn't it something?
It's very nice.
It's fantastic.
Thanks for dressing up, wearing a tie. You look good.
Thank you. Yeah. I thought I'd wear my little vest this morning. Am I looking at you, by the way? I have no idea.
Yes,
Great. I've got you. I got you. Fantastic.
Very dapper.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Randy Feltface is a touring comedian. Do you mind if I ask some personal questions?
Please go right ahead. This is what I'm here for. I'm here for a scoop.
Are you Are you a single man?
I am a single man. Yeah, very difficult to have relationships on the road. I am constantly on the road. I tour all year round. So my only meaningful relationships are with the people who work in the Delta Sky Lounge at LaGuardia Airport. They are.
That is a nice one.
That is pretty much all I got going on, my friends.
Do you use the dating apps?
I don't use the dating apps. No, I'm not on the dating apps. I find when you're only in town for one day, the investment in planning ahead. What am I going to do? Get 4 cities ahead? Try to hook up dates? No. I generally just walk around the streets, just screaming for attention.
You move well. I'm sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm quite the mover. This is. Yeah. You should see me. Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, look at this. I've got all the moves. You should see me with a katana at a Monopoly game. I'm sure.
Do you is it fair to ask this? Do you have a type? If I were to ask your friends, hey, listen, we were talking with Randy Feltface. Is there a specific type of,
Nah, not picky at all.
Really?
No. Again, in town for 24 hours. I'll take what I can get, really. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
How often do you get back home to Australia?
Well, I've been on this particular tour just for a couple of months. So, I was there for December, January. I was there for the Christmas period.
Nice.
And then, love the Christmas in Australia, the hot, summery barbecue weather. Very different to here. Different to here.
It's all backwards.
I know. How about that crazy southern hemisphere? Am I right? Anyone who's with me?
Yeah.
Who's with me in the morning?
Anybody?
I know.
Now,
I'm actually here to audition for the show. I feel like I could be a permanent fixture.
Sure.
Have you got any news stories? Throw me something and I'll just come back with some wacky quip. Okay. What do you got for me?
We'll call on Miss Jessica. You got a news story?
What do you got, Jessica? Come on. Don't let me down.
Officials in New Mexico announced that the state produced more than 53,000 tons of chili during the last growing season.
Wow.
Meanwhile, New Mexico's governor signed legislation that established the sweet smell of green chili roasting in the fall as the state's official aroma.
Oh, roasted green chilies.
So
you have official aromas?
Apparently.
State aromas. Okay, call in on WXFTP. We're getting calls on what radio station is this? What's the call sign?
Very many. Just keep going.
Oh, there's too many. Oh, it's syndicated. I've already failed the audition. Call in with your favorite state aromas. Come on, that's got to be a call in waiting to happen.
What is there a national aroma in Australia?
White squirrels.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to put it in. It's a concept.
Unbelievable. Kid, that's the best fun we've had all day. Ladies and gentlemen, not even a putt. Congratulations. Tom, quickly, Tom. How does it feel? My God. What is that, 80 feet? My God. Now, right now, I'm buying a Mutual of Omaha hat, just like he has. Right now. Save that, baby. Save that, You don't even have to hit it. You better hit that. That's unbelievable. No, give me. You don't have to put the ball right on the marker. This is like a 2x4, okay? You just gotta practice. You pretend that you're on a 2x4. I do this a lot. I'm gonna hit you with this flag if you screw this up, okay? All right. Right about there. Just straight down the 2x4. Keep it on the board. There's your B. Yes! Woo! Money! We gotta get a picture of this, Tony. I'm nervous.
I've seen Viva Las Vegas.
Coming up Sunday at the Jazz Kitchen on College Avenue. We'll be hearing something from the boys here in just a couple minutes, as a matter of fact.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Tom, we have a heck of a band in here this morning.
Our house band today is Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. By the way, one of the Backroom Boys is not a boy.
No, a lady.
It's Abigail, the beautiful Abigail Clark, and happens to be related to Dane as his daughter.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
very cool.
That was cool.
Now, we're going to be hearing from Dane and the Backroom Boys apparently very soon, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. Is Patty G there? Oh, there we go. There we go.
It's one of our Backroom Boys.
It's Pat Godwin, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now, Dane, we got... you guys have been rehearsing something for the last 20 minutes, I understand.
Yes, sir.
But you have a new project out that does not feature Pat Godwin.
Why is that?
The next record.
Deal.
Maybe you could have squeezed him in for maybe a background vocal.
He's on my album.
The next record.
Okay, the next record. Okay, good. But you guys are working on, now this is one of your songs, Pat?
Yeah, this is called Steal My Identity. I wrote it in October. It came true in November.
Oh.
Yeah, so my new song's called Win the Lottery.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to do Steal My Identity first.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, hit it.
1, 2, 3.
People tell me hackers are listening to all of us on our mobile phones. Buy online, they steal your info and get in your accounts into savings and loan. My credit's bad, I can't get a mortgage, can't even finance a late model car. I wouldn't mind someone taking my name, give me a brand new start. Feel free to steal my identity, steal my identity. I dare ya! My mom, her maiden name's QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my passcode. My pet's name is Fido. Now you're in me. Look at all the stuff we owe. I had 3 surgeries with insurance, 2 on the back, 1 for the heart. They garnished my wages, couldn't pay my deductible. Take my name, give me a brand new start. Steal my identity. My social security number is 209-526-413. Steal my identity. Come on! Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My FICO score is 303. I'm a single dad paying child support, 1 paycheck away from bankruptcy. So please steal my identity, steal my identity. Come on! Na 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 na. No IRA, no annuity, nothing. Na 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 na. The IRS is auditing me. Na 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 na. Answer the phone, it's a collection agency. Ha! Na 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 na. Steal my identity.
Yeah. That's Pat Godwin with a special guest appearance by Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. That was a great arrangement,
Yes,
fellas.
it was.
Eric Skull on the guitar. Love that little interlude that he hit in there. That's fantastic. So much fun and so nice. Pat, it's great to have your songs elevated to that level, don't you think?
The famous Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys and girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, thanks. That was great, fellas. I certainly appreciate it. We'll get back to the band coming up. They are the house band today. But right now we have to return. Now, where were we? Oh, when we last spoke, we were talking about, that survey about the size of the male member.
Right.
Oh, yes.
And the interesting aspect of that thing in Italy where the, whatever it is, the Attorney General is, they're going after...
people that are parodying the statue of David, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, we have, I guess, the famous French sculptor Rodin has, of course, the Thinker.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most famous sculptors. Wouldn't you say that's one of the most famous statues or sculptures?
Absolutely.
Wonder what he's thinking. Probably.
Thinking he wishes his member was bigger.
Yeah.
You think so?
They're wishing he had a cell phone.
Yeah.
That'd be today's Thinker.
Yeah.
This guy sitting there staring at a phone.
Yeah. It'd be Rodin's Wordle.
But now we turn over to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
We have some sad news about male strippers. Did you see this story?
Oh.
A company that organizes bachelor and bachelorette parties says strippers are facing stiff competition from escape rooms and axe throwing. That's right. For example, bachelorette parties featuring a troupe of male strippers known as butlers in the buff saw a 70% drop, and the number of bachelor parties visiting strip clubs reportedly declined 70%.
Whoa.
Party organizers report folks are instead opting for escape rooms, axe throwing, karaoke booths, and mini golf instead of the traditional strip clubs or male strippers.
Okay. I love the axe throwing. We've been taking the kids. They love it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. We go to this axe throwing place. And my kids also love the escape rooms, which I hate.
Oh, I hate
but
that.
what I've started doing is bringing an axe to the escape room. Way easier. Way easier.
You're out of there in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm like, man, why did I just spend $200?
So what you're saying is to improve stripper business, you give a stripper a hatchet and then...
Oh, yeah. I never thought.
I didn't know they let kids throw axes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How big are these axes?
They're like a hatchet.
It's like,
Okay.
like cutting wood in your backyard type axe. Yeah.
But I mean, is the handle a couple of
It's like
feet long?
this. It's about
Are
a
they
foot
heavy?
and a half.
So
yeah.
what?
They have to two-hand it.
Okay, because a hatchet is essentially the size of the average claw hammer, right?
It's a little bit bigger than that, but they still have to two-hand it over their head to throw
How
it.
far do you throw it?
Probably 20 feet.
I was going to say, 15, 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Wow.
And every once in a while, it'll hit and bounce back at you.
Yeah,
if it hits wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you got to
so.
duck it.
Those videos are terrifying. Yeah.
Are you drinking beer at the time?
Some people are. We don't drink with the kids.
I mean, wait a minute. You're telling me the axe can come all the way back at
Oh,
you?
yeah, over your head. I mean, you got to duck. The
What?
people behind you
I
have to
don't-
watch out.
I don't know who's insuring these people.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Every once in a while, it'll bounce back.
This sounds
we've
like
been 10
jarts.
times, It's bounced back twice.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not like every time. But
Twice? So that you get an axe in the head?
yeah, well,
You know what, though? I've never seen a story of somebody being killed at
I
one of
haven't
these
either.
places.
Right.
Or even injured.
We would have covered it.
Yeah.
That's true.
So something's, I don't know what's...
Wow.
Have you done the escape room? I've not done that.
That's
hate 'em.
the last thing on earth I would ever do.
No, I
here.
would never
I did
do
it a couple
either.
of times.
My son loves them.
Zero
I hate
interest.
them.
Yeah.
You have to work together.
I could see
I
where
don't
it'd
like
be
being in a
good thing.
place that they won't let me out.
Yeah, I can see that.
Although if I went to a bachelor party and there was a stripper, I would escape and leave.
What if it was a stripper throwing axes in an escape room?
No.
Yeah, this gets complicated.
Watching a stripper beat your friend with a belt is one of the great joys in life.
There's a guy dynamic, and I get it that's something that you guys enjoy. But as a girl, I've never enjoyed going to a strip club and watching a guy.
Yeah, no,
do that.
But
I
do you
just don't.
like the what were they called?
I love them.
What were they called? The butlers of what was it again?
In the buff?
The butlers in the buff. Do you like the male stripper thing?
No,
That's
she
what I'm
just said
talking
that.
about. No, I'm just not
Oh,
a
okay.
male
So
stripper
much
thing.
fun. The Thunder Down Under is not to be missed. They are so fun
Oh,
in
I've
Vegas.
seen that. I saw that in New York. That was a performance. But I'm talking about if we went over here to Pendleton Pike. Let's be real. I'm not trying to see those.
Is that an area where there are strippers?
Well,
Do they have male strippers there?
They have co-ed nights.
Yeah, they have co-ed nights, and a stepbrother and a stepsister I went to high school with worked the same night together, at that strip club.
That is.
Okay.
Wow.
Boy.
True story.
TV broken, nothing to do. Can't bowl, can't throw axes. Well, thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to find out about Christmas trees and why you shouldn't eat them.
And do you know what the biggest month for divorce is? We'll have that coming up.
Anyone want to guess? Well, we'll come back. Think about it for a minute and we'll find out. Once again, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
I mean,
do you want a sample?
where no one knows
You want
you.
a different mic so you can stand
Yeah, I
up?
want to stand because I mean this is a real.
Well, you can turn that up into a standing mic if you
can take that out
so
of the
desire.
socket there. It'll.
Oh, if I can hold it.
Oh, look out.
Wait a minute.
Now
Just take the whole thing out of the stand.
Yeah, you can take it out if you.
There we go.
Going tonight?
I'm feeling good.
Hey, Chickster, how's it going
Now,
over there?
we have a 30-second snippet of the music. Does this music start? Are you aware of where this starts? Do you have enough intro and
You know, me and old Dino practiced it once or twice, so we might be able to figure it out.
All right, well,
we'll see.
I'm going to have to ride the volume here, make sure I get it right. Ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Here we go.
No one can hold you down if you really want it. Just steal your destiny right from the hands of fate. Reach for the cup of life because your name is on it. Do you really want it? Do you really want it? 2-E-O.
Vida Loca.
Go!
Living La Vida Loca.
Idiots! It's a lay.
Oh, it sounds just like Living La Vida Loca.
Sounds just like Living La Vida Loca.
Perhaps our arguments were with Ricky Martin, not even with you. I think maybe.
Okay, I've never been more disappointed.
So what we're supposed to go ole.
Yes, guys, come on. This is a give and take song.
Let's try it again.
Just steal your destiny right from the hands of fate. Reach for the cup of life because your name is on it. Do you really want it?
Right.
Do you really want it?
Yeah.
2-E-O. No. Tonight's the night. We're gonna celebrate the cup of life.
Now,
Now, wait a minute. In our defense, it's Living La Vida Loca, only redone.
Yeah, it is for the most part.
That is very judgmental of you.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, it does sound very similar.
Sounds very similar.
I do love the song "Living La Vida Loca." I will say that.
Do you do that one?
It's a great song.
I don't do that one because it's not as much fun with the audience.
At the end of my shows, sometimes people will, shout out a request or something like that, which is very flattering. And, you get to do some bit that you haven't done in a long time. And it's kind of fun sometimes to knock the dust off something that you haven't done and do it again, Yeah,
I think it's really cool.
I recently had somebody yell, hooked on phonics, which I hadn't done in a long time. And it's fun to go, oh, man, I haven't done this bit in, years. And that was the bit from the commercial. Do you remember the Hooked on Phonics girl?
Yeah.
The little girl with the braces. Hooked on Phonics work for me.
Yeah.
And I always wondered, what if she applied what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial right, Hooked on Phonics work it for me. Hooked on Phonics work it for me. Okay, cut. We're not going to move a lot of tapes like this.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you.
Brian Regan.
I'm in Bob and Tom's studios. April Macy was on Bob and Tom today, and I probably know more about what turns her on than anybody I know of. She's trying to play hard to... Oh, Eureka's! I swear to God, she is fire-ass hot.
Hi.
Remember me?
I do, unfortunately. I do.
Don't worry about that restraining order, because that's expired now. But you're famous. You've been on TV before, and I'm sure you're used to the porkerazzi coming in taking pictures I swear to God you are.
Oh, please don't say porcarazzi.
Porcarazzi. You don't carry pepper spray anymore, do you? Because
It's so uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, your porcarazzi.
Well, the last stuff you carried stung a little bit, but you are from head to toe. You want my pager number, maybe? Is that something you might
Perhaps.
be interested in?
Pretty lonely.
Okay. I tried to hit you up on Kristen Mingle, but your profile picture didn't really reply to what I had, so...
Yeah, you can go on J-Date if you'd like to see me.
Go on J-Date? Okay, I swear to God I will. I know what the J stands for. I had tennis elbow doing that all through high school. I'll see you, April.
Bye.
Sexy thing. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're going to... I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But it's not all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand if this like MySpace and Facebook,
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Psst, could I be your friend?" Denied. You be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there, I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arm.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh, yeah.
They'd say, "Oh, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed that? I mean, I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. They didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me. Could repeat that." And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going
.com, including information about those new affordable credit options. You've been thinking about doing some work on those eyeballs. How about going to a qualified physician? Dr. Earl Lanter, lantereyecare.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Christy Lee sitting at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Oh, hello.
Pat Godwin's over there. Hey, Josh. Jess Hooker across the way.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey with an important message.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Josh Arnold here at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And ow! Tommy.
That was probably my ow for the O'Reilly Auto Parts. Maybe a little late there.
That was okay.
I couldn't squeeze my ow in. Right now, that's real music happening right there. With real musicians. Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys are the house band today. Got a new project out there just coming out. The first component of that has just been released a couple hours ago. And you can find links to that at the various Bob and Tom social media sites. Dane, thank you very much. I really enjoyed your treatment of Pat Godwin's song just a few minutes ago.
That was a lot of fun.
That was great. That was great. Pat's song about Please Steal My Identity.
Yeah, please.
You'd be happy to have someone take it. They're more than welcome to it. I particularly enjoyed passing along your social security number. That's going to be
Really smart idea there, buddy.
It's like the 8675309 of social security numbers. Okay. Well, thank you very much. We'll get back with Dane and et cetera, but first we have to go back to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
Hey, according to the New York Post, January often sees a rise in breakups, with the first working Monday of the year being called Divorce Day.
Wow.
Many couples see the holiday season as the last straw for their relationship and tend to wait until the new year to avoid a messy holiday breakup, making January the most difficult month for couples. That has earned it the title Divorce Month in legal circles. Attorney Rebecca Palmer writes, heading toward divorce during the holidays can feel like navigating a snowstorm with no clear road ahead. Stressful, overwhelming, full of obstacles. But don't worry, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's the fresh start that January can bring. Waiting until the new year to file for divorce might seem festive or might not seem festive, but it could be your favorite gift of the season because the timing of this decision can have significant financial, legal, and emotional impacts. Happy Christmas. Here's your divorce papers.
So the lawyer is essentially saying, don't wait.
Right.
Get it over with.
In January. Yes.
Well, she's saying get it over with before the holidays, kind of. But I guess this is where the reality is it's more popular in the month of January.
No, she says it's the fresh start January can bring. So maybe you could tell them at the holidays. By the way, we'll get through this, and then don't worry, we're going to break up in January.
You can't break up during the holidays. That's just tacky.
You can't?
No.
Really?
Should.
You can give signals like,
no gift?
I got you
give crappy gifts.
Got you a set of steak knives for Christmas.
How'd that work?
Here's your vitamins.
Yeah.
Here's a gift card to U-Haul.
Home Depot. Your next Home Depot.
I mean, that's really interesting. I mean, so what they're saying in effect is if you're a divorce lawyer, this is like being the proprietor of a gym in January.
Yeah, exactly. Your numbers go up.
So maybe you should open up your legal offices next to a gym every January. Or maybe
There you go.
Make arrangements and go to your local gym. And could I put up a desk in your lobby?
Lose her, lose the weight.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Wow. That is really
Lose the
interesting.
weight. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's, I guess,
They
kind
kind
of
of do go
sad.
hand in hand.
They do.
Yeah.
You always know a breakup's happening
When somebody loses a lot of weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the divorce diet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very effective.
Very.
It is.
Well, you know, for years I had this idea that ended up elsewhere, but which was a restaurant for guys that were getting divorced. You'd walk in and it was just a series of sinks and a counter, and you would just stand there and
Makes sense.
eat over the sink. And
Yeah.
you'd get used to it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Speaking of the holidays, you're being advised not to eat your Christmas tree. Belgium's food agency warning people against eating Christmas trees. According to Euronews, the country's federal food agency issued this advisory after the city of Ghent's local council launched a tree recycling campaign, which suggested people eat their old trees.
Eat?
Yes, the council reportedly recommended making flavored butter and soap from the pine needles.
Soup.
Oh, soup? Did I say soap?
Yeah.
Soup from the pine needles, which it said was inspired by traditional Scandinavian recipes.
Huh.
However, in response, the FASFC said Christmas trees are not meant to be eaten, noting most are treated with pesticides and flame retardant chemicals. The agency warned there's no easy way for consumers to tell if their Christmas tree has been treated, and not knowing could have serious, even fatal consequences.
Oh, come on. I mean, who's that stupid? First of all, if you're going to eat it, take the lights off first.
Right.
Those ornaments are good.
Yeah.
Those are just garnish.
Yeah, that tree topper could really make you choke.
Yeah, those are the same people though back on Halloween that tell you not to hump your jack-o'-lantern. So I don't believe them.
Yeah, that's a victimless crime.
Yeah.
It's called squishy time.
And, I mean, where do they take all the Christmas trees?
What do you mean? Where do they take them?
Christmas tree heaven.
I mean,
They recycle them. They make them into mulch, don't they? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know they took the one off my tree lawn when I put it there to get rid of it, but
They picked it up?
yeah,
You have
Wow.
a tree service? Yeah.
I don't know.
They take those.
Somebody took it.
I don't know.
They take them and mulch them.
They
I'm
do
sure.
mulch 'em.
Amy,
Yeah, of
Amy
course.
did. Amy put it in the back of her truck and took it.
Oh, she did?
Probably.
And the pickup services people are. Oh, I see.
Now I know that at some places they take them and they throw them in the lakes, and it creates a good place for fish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
That's fun.
But I mean, there are millions of them, and I'm a real Christmas tree person. I know a lot of you guys are.
We burn ours. Yeah. We live in a county where you can burn, so it's
Oh,
safe.
okay.
Yeah.
Take it out and burn it.
Yeah.
You don't burn in the living room or anything, do you?
No, we take it. We take it in the backyard to the fire pit and burn it there.
Is that part of any sort of Christmas tradition? Like, hey, it's tree burning day, and then you go out and
have a little funnel of cocoa.
we stand out there and warm, get some
What a
red
nice
light
holiday.
therapy. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. It's nice.
Do you have to throw anything on it, like an accelerant of any sort?
No, like you said the other day, by Christmas, it's usually ready to go. It's usually a hazard in the house. Yeah, so it doesn't take much to get it to go up in flames.
Yeah, but I know obviously in contemporary culture, we're trying to recycle everything and reuse everything and not throw anything away. And
yeah, just for the record, only burn the live trees.
Yeah, don't
burn your
true.
artificial tree to get rid of that.
Hurts the lungs.
Yeah. I imagine huffing Chinese plastic in the backyard. Probably a bad idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Everyone's trying to do the right thing, but
you don't need to eat your Christmas tree.
No,
That's not necessary.
Nope.
And most Christmas trees, we're going to segue into another story, leave a lot of pine needles on the ground, right?
Sure.
So you have to vacuum. A robot vacuum is making the debut at CES this year, and it promises to pick up your socks even with an AI-powered arm.
Your what?
Your socks.
Oh, socks.
What do you think I said?
Never mind. I thought you know.
That's a vacuum I might purchase.
Roborock unveiled its Soros Z70 vacuum cleaner equipped with an intelligent and foldable robotic arm. According to the company Omni Grip, the arm is designed to deploy itself for cleaning previously obstructed areas and handling small items like socks, small towels, tissue paper, and lightweight sandals. It can also use AI for navigation, vacuuming, and mopping.
You know, the Consumer Electronics Show really is kind of, I don't know.
What?
Well, I mean, this is the marquee device.
I think it's a lot like a fashion show.
One of those things.
Where the wacky, weird stuff is on display, but really they're just promoting the brand.
Because, I mean, 15 years ago, whatever, the iPhone, this stuff that revolutionizes.
You wouldn't get a robo
way we
vacuum
live.
that would pick up your socks?
No, never.
No, and I'm kind of with Josh. I had one of those. What's the thing called that looks like a big disc? The
Roomba?
The Roomba. Yeah, I haven't had that out in years.
Yeah.
I've got one, but as Josh pointed out, it does half of a room, and you have to empty it.
I can't imagine it has a. Yeah.
And this one has an arm on it to pick stuff up?
Yep.
That seems
Yeah, if you can't pick up your socks and your underwear,
You shouldn't have a robot.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the last thing teenagers need. One more reason to not do anything.
Yeah.
Although, have you seen the new Tesla robots, Tom?
No.
It is unbelievable. Like, it walks, it talks, it could run a vacuum for you and pick up your socks for you.
Yeah, apparently
it's unbelievable.
There are some people saying we will all have those very they're sooner than we realize.
They're only like, and I mean, I can't afford it, but they're only like $30,000.
Yeah, they're going to be,
which seems like not enough for
decades from
a
now,
human robot.
They'll be fairly standard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
That is crazy.
But hey,
it's unbelievable. If you haven't seen the videos, look them up. The Tesla robot it will blow your mind. You ask it questions, it talks to you, it can answer questions, it can wave, it can dance, it can walk around, it can sit down.
Sadly, I don't know much about it, but I've got a feeling someone's going to do an offshoot called Jack.
Yeah. I mean, even this one, it's a Roomba with an arm.
Right?
Yeah.
How long till they hack that? Make it go like this?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, is it chopping wood? Close. There's wood involved. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Al Jackson will be our guest. We're going to get some music out of our house band today. Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. Also, we have a really unusual story about the I guess it's the origin story of graham crackers, which sounds like it's going to be really boring. It isn't, and it's extraordinary, really. But you'll be quite surprised when you find out why the graham cracker was invented. Certainly, in contemporary culture, the graham cracker most associated, of course, with s'mores and marshmallow use. But also, coming up, we have an unfortunate incident at a Thanksgiving. The family gets together, of course, and then somebody gets stabbed. Okay. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
This is Todd Berry. Once again, Todd has just established that he's not into astrology, but he's very proud.
And now I'm going to read an offbeat news item.
I can back that up. My numerologist told me that astrology is a bunch of crap.
How many times did she tell you?
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is a woman fried 8 goldfish amid fight with ex. This is in Pasadena, Texas. Authorities say a Houston area woman who was burned up at her former common-law husband fried their pet goldfish and ate some of them.
In front of
what? Pasadena police say it's a civil matter and no charges will be filed. The 7 goldfish were purchased together by the couple during happier times.
This sounds like it's from The Onion.
I know.
It does. Remember when we bought the goldfish?
Together.
How much in love we were.
Police spokesman Vance Mitchell says the man reported on Saturday that the woman took the goldfish from his apartment. Mitchell says the two argued earlier about some jewelry the man had given her but took back. She wanted the jewelry returned. So the natural go-to response is to eat goldfish.
Right. Of course.
Officers who were dispatched to the woman's home arrived to find 4 fried goldfish on a plate. The woman said she already ate the other 3.
Show him.
I mean, you do eat other kind of fish. So
Yeah, I guess, but jeez.
Stay away from her.
Wow. That's a kind of basic instinct. What was
7
that?
goldfish.
Oh, the bunny
Fatal
rabbit.
Attraction.
Fatal Attraction.
Bunny.
Bunny rabbit.
Bunny.
Glad they didn't buy a dog.
They bought the goldfish
together
During happier times.
Oh, yes.
7 goldfish.
When did they buy the deep fryer?
Next summer at the State Fair.
You know what bugs me about life?
What's that?
People who take a reasonably simple task and make it incredibly complicated, like making a full-scale Broadway show production out of drinking iced tea. That to me is really.
What's your problem? Why can't I enjoy my iced tea over here?
No, you can.
Did you bring your thermos?
I did bring my
Can
thermos.
we get a picture? Can we get a picture of the thermos sitting and Christy standing beside it?
Yes, so they can get the actual full
Because seriously,
spectrum of how big this is.
Easily.
That's bigger than Christy's head.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That.
Christy could easily sit on that and watch a sporting event.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, what's wrong with having?
You know what? I think we should have her sit on it, and we'll caption it "Sun Tea."
He's going to read some article or some idiot friend, and when I find the idiot friend who told you about this cold iced tea, I'm going to punch him right in the face. I'm going to, oh, well, you know.
Who was that guy?
The best thing to do is to be in a separate studio because.
Jeff, would you like a little glass of nice iced tea?
No, thank you.
It's delightful.
I love iced tea.
There's no ice in it, though.
No, God, no.
God, no. That would make it.
Then it's not iced tea.
Watered down.
The ice would bruise the tea.
Yes.
No, the ice is in the cooler.
I quit. I quit.
Can we get a picture of the iced tea?
How much does this add to your morning? You had such a bad morning, you said.
Are you getting up extra early now to make your tea?
No, the tea was made last night in the car when I left this morning.
Oh.
In the car? Somebody put it in the car?
I did.
You put it in the car?
You put it in the car?
Last night.
Last night.
Yes.
How did you?
It's crazier than I thought.
I thought it was supposed
Three
to.
letters come to mind. OCD.
Those.
Definitely.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was supposed to brew in the refrigerator.
That's old technology.
Only with Tom, the OCD is in capital letters with big lights around each.
I thought the tea was supposed to brew in the refrigerator overnight.
Tom's taking it a new step, I'm sure. Well, why not have it brew?
I call it not OCD. I call it CDO because I want the letters in alphabetical order.
As opposed to just saying, oh, yeah, AI did that.
Yes, absolutely.
Real artist.
Yeah. Hey, Dane, you mentioned that this artist has done a bunch of the covers for the great band Canadian trio Rush.
That's correct. It's Hugh Syme. We have a podcast together, myself, Hugh Syme, and Andy Wilson. Music Buzz podcast with 3 Z's.
Nice.
So check that out. But Hugh's a good buddy of mine, and that helps with.
Once again, it's a very realistic painting of. It's the album is Guru's Hitmen in Heaven. It's a very realistic painting of. What's the word I'm looking for? And what do you call like a
yogi?
Yeah, that would be better.
And he's
Not the cartoon bear, but
No.
potentially reached enlightenment because he's levitating.
Right, he's levitating.
It looks like Gandhi walked out to him and said, "Hey, buddy, how about a sandwich?"
Yeah, it's very thin.
This guy skeletal, I think, is the word. Wow. Hey, Ozempic overdose.
Oh my God.
Nonetheless, as an work of art, it's really nice.
Thank you very much. Hugh will be glad to hear that.
Okay. And by the way, he's holding a rose. The
Oh, cool.
What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
But anyway, that's what it's a beautiful cover. We'll hear from the boys. Another tune coming up in just a few minutes. In the meantime, I'll also tell you that we have Al Jackson, comedian, on the way. And right now, she's over there.
Yeah.
She is Christy Lee. And she's, of course, at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What else is going on?
Well, you've been teasing the story all morning about graham crackers.
Yum.
Hey, it seems like a harmless snack, right?
Absolutely.
Well, the origins are far from wholesome. Graham crackers were invented in the 19th century by Sylvester Graham, who sought to, quote-unquote, cure masturbation and quell sexual urges by eating the crackers.
So this was one of those Kellogg.
Like a cornflake.
They did the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, that
was a weird thing.
Yeah. Mr. Graham believed carnal desire caused headaches, epilepsy, and even insanity. Historian Adam Sprinson, who has written about the cracker's origin, said Mr. Graham argued that food like meat, coffee, and spices excited carnal urges.
Oh, sure.
So he began promoting a vegetarian whole grain diet.
Pat,
Purify the body.
how's that going for you?
Foster a healthy,
It's up and
chaste
down.
life.
Are you less horny?
Are you chaste?
No, I'm always horny. It's not going away. You can't stop me. No graham cracker's going to stop me from having that myself.
Yeah, well, only when it comes to chaste, only people chasing Pat are collectors.
It's like, what did these men walk in on that they were like, I can't have anyone masturbating anymore in this? Like, who cares what somebody's
they're the
doing in
guilty
the
party.
Yeah,
They're the
that's what
guilty
I'm
party.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, or they had like a teenage son that was just having
They
at
may have
himself.
also had like a really strong biblical worldview.
Yeah.
You don't know. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
The graham crackers transformation into the sweet snack we know today came back in the 1890s when, of course, the fabulous Nabisco company purchased them.
It's a good cracker.
And they added sugar and cinnamon to make the bland cracker more palatable.
Yeah, see, I don't mind those, but I prefer just the plain.
I don't like the honey and cinnamon either.
Yeah, I mean, they're fine.
Yeah, but I want a traditional graham.
But I think the original graham crackers were probably tasteless.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So they've certainly improved. And they're most associated, at least in my mind, with s'mores.
Mm-hmm.
And ironically, if you think about it, a melted marshmallow kind of looks like the results of masturbatory behavior.
Thanks for ruining s'mores.
Now Fluffernutter takes
I've never wanted one more.
I mean, if you're doing it right, you should get a mushroom. No.
There's a
We
guy
used to
in-
just dunk them in milk. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had so you know how they're the large rectangles that
Yeah.
they're quadrants,
Yes.
so that you can
Break 'em
snap.
off.
But there was always fun the gamble of dipping the whole thing and getting it the perfect amount of milk without it falling apart.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And then having to retrieve it from the bottom of the glass.
Yeah, with a spoon
Yeah.
or with another graham.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with the idea of breaking those up and making a crust out of them,
Yeah.
the graham cracker crust
you're right.
is one of the best things to happen
You're
in the
exactly
last
right.
20 years.
I don't know anybody that's disappointed when they read in a
No.
description of a dessert graham cracker crust.
Oh, I'm always
Graham
excited.
cracker and then add crunched pretzels. Game over. That's
yeah,
the best
that
one.
you did the other
Yeah.
day.
Now, do you
So good.
do you buy ground up graham crackers? You take them and just put them in a baggie
You
with
can
a
buy
hammer.
them in a box, but no, I buy the graham crackers already put together.
You can buy crumbled graham cracker, or you can buy like the.
How lazy are you?
Yeah, no kidding.
You actually, yeah.
Just
you can.
shake the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw it down the stairs.
Yeah. By the way, Kelly's discovered a new recipe that's really you can buy pretzel dough.
Okay.
And you ball it around hot dogs.
Yum. Yeah.
And stick it in the oven.
Oh, so you have your own
Crescent
pigs in a
roll thing,
blanket.
yeah.
They're like pigs in a blanket, but with that pretzel thing. I'm not sure what they do to that.
Annie Ann sells those.
Yeah, Annie Ann has
homemade.
They're absolutely
Okay.
delightful.
Sounds good.
We got to get the Bob and Tom cookbook out there.
We do.
I think we can call it Health Be Damned.
Yeah, sure.
And
Sounds good.
or something like Organic My Ass. And when we'll have creative stuff like those little mini hot dogs and pretzel dough. That was had them for dinner last night, as a matter
Yeah.
of fact.
Very good.
Really?
Oh, they're delightful.
I'm surprised you have hot dogs at your house. I'm sorry.
Oh well, these hot dogs. I mean, they had to get permission of the pigs to die.
They're probably
these are so organic that
yeah, that's what I buy. Free range pigs.
yeah. Oh yeah. You know. Yeah.
Ace would lose his mind. My hot dogs for $6 is like $8-9.
Oh my God.
Yeah, these things are grass fed, blessed by the Pope or something. They're very, very.
They're delicious too.
They're very tasty.
Really are good.
Well, a guy in Wisconsin could have used some graham crackers. He's been arrested for allegedly masturbating inside a Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Piggly Wiggly is a grocery store, for those of you who aren't familiar with that. According to Kenosha police officers, they responded to the Piggly Wiggly following a report the man had been inappropriately touching himself inside the store.
As opposed to appropriately touching himself.
Yeah.
What is?
An employee told police they initially thought that he was trying to steal something, but soon realized that he had completed on the floor and left.
Completed on the floor and left. Oh.
Authorities identified the 32-year-old. He was taken into custody.
Please
by
tell me his
Racine
first name was
police.
Jack.
I don't have his name.
Oh, sorry.
He was arrested on one misdemeanor count of lewd and lascivious behavior.
I'll say.
At a Piggly Wiggly, this is more 7-Eleven behavior.
Yeah.
Come on.
Clean up in aisle 7. Oh, did somebody spill some milk? No.
Is that a marshmallow?
Yogurt.
Oh, boy. So he was the Piggly. You ever been to a Piggly Wiggly?
Yeah, my grandfather used to live next to a Piggly Wiggly in West Virginia.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what their footprint is with respect to the geography of the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I can tell
I
you
am
what the
too.
footprint is at this store.
Yeah, it's And then that kind of reminds me, I'm not sure about the calendar on this, but we had the story about Come and Go, which is like a 7-Eleven type. What is it? Bodega? What do they call them?
Convenience store?
Convenience store. Thank you very much. They're changing the signs
Yeah.
And they're changing the name of it. But I forget what they're changing it to.
Jizz and Jet. No? Oh.
I can look that up if you really want to know.
That wouldn't work because, I see your
Jizz
point.
and pump, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Load and leave. I don't know. I'm so
We got
sorry.
gifted the Come and Go merchandise at one of our last gigs.
They were sponsored. Yeah.
They're rebranding as Maverick.
Okay.
Maverick. Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
Like the TV show.
Yeah. Well, Maverik.
Oh, okay.
Just a K, not a CK.
Okay. So they're different. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're going to see if we have our electronic hookups all hooked up here, and there we go. Now we should explain that we've got our house band, and they're in the house, but they're kind of in a different building. So we're looking at him on the screen, which is why it sounds a little bit clunky when I do stuff like this. But there he is. I can see him on the big screen. It's our friend Dane Clark. Dane is well known as the drummer in John Mellencamp's band, and he has his own band, the Backroom Boys, and they're going to play another song. They've got a new project that they're releasing, and parts of it can now be seen, including a video. If you go to bobandtom.com, we got links to it. Now, Dane, this is one of your new pieces. What's this called?
Well, it's kind of fitting for the talk that's going on this morning. Hard times in the USA.
Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. Well, you go for it when you're ready. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Skin you're in. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. There's less to go around these days. Every one of us fighting for more. Sure hard to find a helping hand when you try to feed your family. Everybody should be walking tall. Every one of us got to be free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta stand back in your good room. Tell me, what do you see? Stressed out, messed up humankind, or is it just me? I heard it said life's better now in every way. But what I'm seeing every day is hard times in the USA. What I'm seeing every day is hard times in the USA. Whoa, hard times in the USA. What the world might think, it doesn't matter what your friends might say. Listen to your heart and follow, let it lead your way. Everyone gotta stand up proud, be strong and rest assured. You're gonna have to shout out loud if you wanna be heard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Step back in the good room, tell me, what do you see? Stressed out, messed up humankind, or is it just me? Heard it said life's better now in every way. What I'm seeing every day is hard times in the USA. What I'm seeing every day is hard times in the USA. Tell me, America, why can't you hear us? Why can't you hear us? Tell me, America, why can't you hear us? Lord knows now, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know you gotta step back in the good room? Tell me, what do you see? A stressed out, messed up humankind, or is it just me? I've heard it said life's better now in every way. What I'm seeing every day is hard times in the USA. What I'm seeing
That's Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. Very, very nice. And I love that guitar sound in the background. That's just so beautiful. That is Mr. Skull. Kind of a badass name, isn't it? Hey, Skull, man.
Yep.
Spelled with a C, though.
It's spelled with a C.
Yeah.
It's Eric with a K and Skull with a C. It's backwards. My parents are crazy. I don't know why they did that to me.
That's great. Now, I got a request here, Dane.
Yeah?
This comes to us from Mark. I can't really read the entire letter. There's some salty language in it. It's a special request for you to play the Raycon jingle.
Well, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raycon earbuds, now featuring their own jingle. We've got to kind of work out when I talk and when they sing, but we'll get to that later. The point is, if you're listening to this jingle, on the Raycon earbuds, you'd be saying, these things sound great. If Tom would shut up, I could actually hear these great guitars. They do stay in your ear. That's one of the advantages of the Raycons. They're not like those other ones, those white ones that are so expensive that keep falling off on the floor. They make the song sound great on the Raycon. But they have 32 hours of battery life. The Raycon earbuds. Now you want to go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Yeah, they come. There we go. They come in a bunch of colors, and they also have those over-the-head headphones.
Over the ear, Tom.
A long battery life, thank you. You go to buyraycon.com/Tom today because it's 15% off site-wide.
And they stay in your ears so good.
That's right. They stay in. That's very important. And they have something called multi-point connectivity. So,
They sound real great there.
Dane's songs sound great if you're listening on Raycon earbuds. Thank you. So does our show, I hope. It's once again
They sound real good.
It's buyraycon.com/Tom. We're getting this. This is sounding better by the minute here.
You should listen only to my song.
Once again, it's buyraycon.com/Tom. Please tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Get yourself some Raycon earbuds. And get them for the kids when you travel, like I always say. Well, thank you very much. We're coming right back. We've got comedian Al Jackson coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hi, Tom here, along with comedian Ryan Singer, and we've been talking about Ryan's car, which has got, I believe, 298,000 miles on it. And this is a beautiful machine. It's obviously taken him all across the country many times, and Ryan would like to sell it, so I'm going to try to help him do that. I have not tried the car yet, but let's give it a quick review.
Let's check it out.
Now, what year is this?
99. The driver's side handle's broken off, so you either can go in through the back seat or
Wait a minute. I think I can get it.
You want me to open it?
Wait a minute. You have to open it from the inside, I think.
So, yeah.
But
as long as you have a friend with you most of the time, you
no
can
problem. I'm
have them open the door for you.
Kind of warm today here. Does this thing have AC?
Yeah, AC works.
Nice.
And
nice.
Maybe I'll take that out so it stops beeping unless you want to crank it up. And there's a CB. I don't have it hooked up yet, but
you got a CB? Nice.
There's a CB radio. This you can see.
CB, the original social network.
You can see.
What's your CB handle again?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
So if we're ever in the same 3 to 5 mile radius at the exact same time, maybe we'll chat on channel 19. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is a test. Monster Hunter testing the CB. I'm getting a lot of action right now. Well, does the CB come with the car?
CB comes with the car. Not a lot of drivers around chatting right now. That's the problem.
Freeway's only about 300 yards that way, I think there'd be quite a lot of action.
Yeah, they're probably it's probably a slow day out there, you know.
Okay.
The radio does work, CD player, as you can see. That was a CD right there.
Nice. That's nice.
Little Captain Beefheart is in there right now.
Oh, wow, that's sophisticated.
Yeah, so it's got an auxiliary plug for an iPhone or an Android or something like that.
Did you install this radio? This is aftermarket?
Yeah, I installed the radio and the CB because the factory stopped working. Glove box opens and locks. There's a GPS. Hey, I'll even throw that GPS in there. It's a Garmin.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Now, can we get a shot of the actual dashboard to see the mileage?
Oh, yeah, let's see what we're at. That's
297, 870 miles.
So by the end of next week after the tour, I'll be over 298.
Wow, so this is about to approach 300,000 miles. Motor sounds great. And this is a 99. 99. This is a Camry LE. A Camry LE.
Four-cylinder.
Four-cylinder, four-door. Okay, well, let's continue the tour, shall we?
Okay.
Once again, we're taking a tour of this beautiful 99 Camry, 298,000 miles on it. Let's head back here. Nice, it's got the electric window thing to keep the ice off the back window.
Gas door, nope.
Good look at the trunk.
Yeah, trunk's got
a lot of trunk space in here.
Yeah, we don't need...
oh, here, Jesus.
We don't need... trunk's got lots of room, Everything that comes in the trunk comes with the car. That's the deal. It's that's a weird... it's a weird tick on the engine. Yeah, you need to turn that.
That's Ryan Singer's car. Now, if you'd like to make an offer on that, how does this work, Ryan?
They can reach me at my website, ryansingercomedy.com, or email ryansingercomedy@gmail.com. Make me an offer. I'll take the best offer I can get.
And this is for real. This car is for sale, and it comes with everything in it, except probably the chick you had locked in the trunk.
Yeah, or the luggage. The luggage in the trunk.
You think you lost money in investing? My whole people lost money in investing. Bernie Madoff came along and set us back 10,000 years. I hate that guy so much. I hate Bernie Madoff so much. Not for what he did, because I don't care about the rich. I hope they lose their money. But no, for how he looked physically. Did he have to look so Jewish while he was doing that? He's already the image of a Jew that's in every redneck's paranoid mind's eye. Just some crook-nosed Jew on top of a pile of gold coins, swimming in it like Scrooge McDuck. Like, I'm gonna take the Gentiles' money. Like, I always trip out when I see somebody that so fully embodies a stereotype like Bernie Madoff did. Like, when you see a nerd who's actually wearing a pocket protector, like, they don't even make pocket protectors anymore. Believe me, I know. That guy had to go out and hand mold the plastic resin to fit into his nerdy little pocket. Or when you're driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off and you look into the car and it is, in fact, an Asian woman, you're like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you seriously going to be Asian right now? There are people watching you. Have a little bit of self-respect and don't be Asian. Like, when I'm walking along and I see a quarter on the ground, I don't pick it up. It kills me not to, but I don't do it because there's people watching. There are people watching.
Yes, you don't want to reinforce the stereotype.
That's correct. You got
man.
Keep it real.
Moshe Kasher is our guest.
I live in LA now. I live in and you live near Hollywood. I live across the street from a 99-cent store because comedy makes dreams come true.
Yes.
Yeah, they now sell a 99-cent pregnancy test. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah. How bad does one's life have to be? Like, how far down the socioeconomic ladder do you need to flop before the 99-cent pregnancy test seems like a viable health option? The 99-cent pregnancy test when you kinda have to know. So I bought one. Yeah.
Well, why not?
Just to see what would happen. I peed on the little stick.
And?
Turns out I have hepatitis C. I caught it from the test.
Wow, cool.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Auto Parts Studios. Having a great time with our wonderful house band this morning. the Dane Clark Band and the Backroom Boys.
Thank you very much. Dane, it's a great pleasure to have you here. We certainly appreciate it. We'll be hearing more music from the fellows. And another request for the Raycon jingle. Dear Tom, could you possibly get it right? Well, I thought I did my best, frankly. Thanks, Dane. We'll get back to you guys in a moment. I have a really nice letter here.
Oh, what are they saying about?
It's we talk about great gift giving and various things. I'll read part of it. It's about the Field of Dreams whiskey.
Yes.
And our friend Drew Storen created this whiskey made from the corn in the fields where they filmed the movie Field of Dreams. Yeah. And this guy says, I just want to tell you that my father was diagnosed with a very serious illness, and the last Christmases have been pretty tough, but he's a diehard baseball fan. And a lifelong fan of the Texas Rangers. When you were talking about Field of Dreams whiskey, I knew that it'd be the perfect gift for him. So this guy, at the end of the story, is his dad opened the Field of Dreams whiskey, and I told him all those stories, how each bottle has a special. It indicates something about a special player.
Absolutely.
And he was hoping for Nolan Ryan.
Sure.
Because that was his dad's favorite player. However, it ended up being Eddie Gardell.
Oh.
And he immediately started laughing. And
who's Eddie Gardell?
Isn't he the famous man short of stature that went to
Browns?
Bad for the Cubs?
Gotcha.
Is that
Was
right?
it the Cubs? Okay.
With Bill Veck. I think that's something like that. In any event, it was a huge success. And one of the best Christmases ever. So that's great. I'm glad it worked out for you.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah, sometimes something unusual can really be a terrific gift. So thanks to Drew Storen and the Field of Dreams whiskey boys.
And it's a tasty whiskey.
Yeah, we went through a bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, we did.
Once again, there's one bottle back there.
It went to you behind.
Okay.
There's one behind Josh, too.
Aha!
For now.
Someone perhaps had lifted it. Doing a random survey of the room, we see that we have Mr. Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee. Chick's a little under the weather. We have Pat Godwin, of course, over there in the hot seat. Great new song from Pat about having your identity stolen.
Yeah, thank you.
And a nice arrangement with you and Dane Clark and the band. And then let's see. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Check. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. It's the Steven Singer Jewelers. A hot seat over there with Josh Arnold. And tomorrow we may have a special guest doing our shoe-in of the week.
Oh, okay.
Depending on if Chick's feeling good or not. So we have our winner, for the final winner for our pigskin pick'em competition. So we'll look forward to that tomorrow, NFL fans. Now, we turn back to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
Well, I don't know if whiskey was involved, but the sheriff's officials in Florida did arrest a man for allegedly stabbing his ex-wife's new husband on Thanksgiving morning. Said 72-year-old suspect, Gregory Grant, who was homeless but currently living with his ex-wife and her new husband, that's always fun, got into an argument with the victim and stabbed him in the upper abdomen.
I think it's so groovy now that people are
finally getting together. Think it's so groovy now.
He was taken into custody on charge of attempted homicide.
Man, this was on Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving Day, yes.
So they had turkey and a beef, apparently. Wow. Apparently the guy was trying to do his whatever wife's ex a favor and let him live with him.
Yeah, you'd think he'd be appreciative, not try to kill the guy.
Well.
Again,
those passions run deep.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a tough situation. It sounds like they were trying to make the best of it in one way, and it just didn't work.
Let's get along this Thanksgiving. Let's talk about politics. We all managed to get through Thanksgiving. You never thought we would.
We have a lot of news out of Colorado today, too, by the way. A Colorado police officer was not near his squad car, but that didn't stop him. He still managed to help chase down a fleeing theft suspect. The officer used a child's bicycle to pursue the suspected felon. The Lone Tree Police Department said Officer Jacob Tarr was trying to arrest a suspect who took off running after committing a felony theft. The suspect jumped several fences, stole a motorized scooter, while Tarr was in hot pursuit.
Hey, get back here. Get okay.
That's the bell on the bike.
Officer Charles.
Thank you.
People would have been lost without this description.
It was done rather clumsily.
It was done beautifully.
The suspect might have had a scooter, but Officer Tar had determination and a kid's bike.
That's cool.
I love the word commandeered.
I was going to say, did he have to do it from the kid? Did he?
I'd have to go, hey, buddy, I need your bike.
Yeah,
now.
That's one of those movie tropes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many movies where the cop throws somebody out of a car, but
yes,
I suppose there's probably one where the cop comes up and goes, "Give me that bike, kid," and takes off after him.
So what's the rule there? Because in the movies, they commandeer the car, the person begrudgingly gives it up, and that car is inevitably damaged.
Yeah.
What is will they reimburse you?
You would have to think the police department would be responsible.
Right, yeah.
That usually ends with the cop having to come in and the guy takes his gun and his badge.
Right.
Yeah, they never do the boring follow-up with the paperwork.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the cop on the phone to Allstate. Well, I commandeered a Toyota Highlander, but by the way, nice car.
I'd like to start a movie. Maybe I'll write a script where the movie is started with a guy whose car is commandeered, and then we just follow him for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, he has to walk to his job.
Fill out all the paperwork, the insurance company.
Yeah, something else.
Yeah, he's in trouble for being late.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or he has a job interview and now he loses it. And
Yeah,
He can't rent a car because his credit's bad.
they never do the realistic stuff about the reality of our culture. For example, when kids play doctor now, they don't take a stethoscope. They just sit there filling out forms. Okay, listen. I'll cop a cheap feel in a second, but first I've got to fill out.
I think they still play doctor the way we did.
Look, no, don't give me any popsicle sticks. I got to write this thing for the insurance company. Again, the word commandeered, you never hear that enough.
Like, is that a law? Like, if a cop comes up and says, give me your car, I have to give it to him?
I doubt it.
No, I don't know if you have to. I would.
There's an unspoken trade. If I let you take my car, you're never going to give me a ticket ever for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but
That's fair. That's fair.
I kind of like that.
I bet it happens.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that just.
I mean, I wonder, is that a real cop? I'll have to ask. I have a cop friend. I'll ask him if that's a real thing or just a movie thing.
It's got to be some movie.
Yeah, I just can't
You don't think
imagine.
it's based on anything real?
Maybe a couple. Not as much as it is in the movies.
I imagine there's a foot chase, and then the criminal gets in a car, and you've got to get in a car too, right? So you jump in the car near it.
Well, this guy got on a bike, so it's what was it? What
yeah.
NCIS Schwinn.
What's going to be the first movie where somebody jumps in a Waymo, the driverless cab, and starts going, and then another person jumps in a Waymo and says, "Waymo, follow that Waymo."
Yeah.
That has to have been done. That's a great idea.
Well, we'll come back with more from Colorado because we have Al Jackson coming up.
And Al is in Colorado, I think, today, of course.
I think so.
And we also have skiing news.
Yeah.
And I've got a little bit of an update on the robot vacuum thing.
Oh, cool.
This is interesting. I looked up the thing you talked about. The
Tesla robot.
The Tesla robot. And that, I don't know what the word is when a robot looks like a human.
Yeah.
Humanoid.
You know, when it's got like a head and arms and... I mean,
It has all of that.
Yeah, it's because like when you think of the Roomba, it looks like a frisbee, but this thing looks like a human.
No, it's a walking, talking, jumping, humanoid,
and it will clean your house and.
Supposedly, they're in the basics.
Well,
right
the one
now.
here is so realistic; it has a green card.
Oh.
I mean, they are getting it right down to the. So I see shaking heads. No one has a sense of humor anymore.
Green card is the way to go, right?
Okay. Could have been,
I'm glad that the robot went through the proper channels.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, you got the thing.
Visa.
Yeah, thank you. I think we're trying to be Americans here. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. You can find out how much money you can potentially get for your accident. I'm Tori Schulman, along with my co-host and spokesman, Al Jackson. So, Al, tell the viewers at home who should be calling right now.
Well, Tori, it's just like you said. Anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. So is that what people want to know, if they have a case, if how much money they're going to get?
That's what I would want to know. Do I have a case? How much money can I get? The accident that happened can't change, but how much money you receive can. So I encourage everyone watching at home, give us a call right now and find out how much you potentially
Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and call now.
I get in a lot of awkward situations, I feel like. Recently in D.C., I threw up in the street, which isn't a big deal. That happens. I'm a pretty heavy drinker. But what was different about this time was as I was about to throw up, you know, when you're just starting to come up, I made eye contact with a woman sitting outside of a Starbucks.
Yeah.
And then I held eye contact as I vomited.
Oh.
So it was just very awkward because she just saw me kind of look over at her and then go, and I mean, what's going on in her reality? You know,
She wants to watch that.
Did you get her number?
I did not get her number. I'm afraid. What does she go home and say? I was so ugly today I made a man vomit. I don't want her to think that, you know. So I had to go over and tell her it wasn't the case.
That's a bad hair day.
Yeah, if a man looks at you and vomits,
That is a bad day.
you need to visit your hairdresser ASAP.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a self-esteem killer.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, but I get into stuff like that all
See,
the
I'm a
time.
sympathy monitor. I would have, if he'd made eye contact with me, I would have.
Me too.
You would vomit also?
I would join you. Yeah.
So when you smell vomit, you immediately vomit.
Say goodbye.
Let's move on.
So far we've covered soiling ourselves and vomit in the studio.
What next? All right, let's go into pussy lesions.
No.
No, Bob, that's wrong in the script. It's not pronounced pussy.
There you go.
It's
written that way.
I know it looks that way on the page.
You know, if you read that wrong at the audition, wow, that's a different movie.
Yeah,
Well, what's
entirely.
this, Mr. Abrams? I don't understand.
It's closer to a Mr. Skin film.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Now, were you a big drinker in college?
Yeah, I in college, I think I drank a little bit more than I do now. In college, whenever I drank, I would pass out. It was like my thing, you know? That's how people knew me.
Pass out guy?
Yeah. It got to the point where even before I went out, I'd go ahead and draw a dick on my face. Because it was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
eventually.
Your buddies were going to take care of it anyway.
Yeah.
Just take it right.
Oh, boy. You know.
Why wait?
It really is something else. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not.
That's
because first of all, what do they think? It's going to help me? You know, they think years from now I'm going to be saying, yeah, it got really bad. You know, I was just drinking all the time, passing out. And then one day I woke up, looked in the mirror, and I was like, TJ, get it together. And I owe it all to Steve and his artistic ability to draw a ball sack on my forehead.
Hello there, it's Ed from Ed Septic and Sewage. I'm here at this poor SOB's house. He got quoted $20,000 for a new system. I'm doing that same system for him, $500. I know what you're thinking. Ed, how can you do it so cheap? Well, first of all, this machine, stolen. That saves me a ton of money. Secondly, I'm not licensed or bonded. That saves me tens of thousands of dollars a year. So if you need a cheap septic, call me, Ed Septic. When things get hectic, call Ed Septic at the number below. From Ed Septic.
My wife listens to ASMR. I don't know if you guys know what ASMR is or stands for. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And I don't know what that is either. It means whispering. That's all that is. Bob Ross, he's whispering. and he paints on the canvas and it's all scratchy, and he takes the paintbrush and dips it into the water and hits it on the easel to beat the devil out of it. And then sometimes Bob would have his squirrel in studio, and the squirrel would be like, that's ASMR. I'm home from school, 3rd grade, just being like, I don't know why I'm so relaxed. But Bob, you're doing it right today. That's what my wife listens to every single night. Her favorite lady, she's got 3-inch fingernails, and this Wolverine woman is always just click-clacking on things with their fingernails, typing on a keyboard, and out of nowhere she'll be like, I'm gonna eat a big pickle. And I'm like, I'm about to fall asleep right now. Turn this off, I'm driving.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk. Pat Godwin's over there. Hey, Josh. Killing it this morning. There's Jess Hooker.
Hi, Josh.
Jeff Oskey across the way.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ace Cosby's over there. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer Jewelers Sidekick Chair. It's a new year. That means a new rose from Steven Singer. Their brand new 24-karat gold rose is peacock teal. Get it before they sell out, because they will. Exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com. Tom, we have a heck of a band with us this morning, don't we?
I am really, really liking this one.
Yeah, terrific work.
Dane Clark is our guest, and he's got his band and their new album out there. Oh, is that what is that? You were playing there, Dane? Is that one of your actual?
That was Pat's song.
No, it actually wasn't. It was a song called Waylon and Johnny from Postcards from the Hard Road. Came out in 2010. I think.
That is just so nice, so cool. Perhaps we can adapt that into a jingle.
We may well be able to do so.
Maybe we could turn that into the Silac News Desk. We'll work on that. It's coming up. Now, I think we're going to try to once again venture into the world of satellite television here, and say thank you to the band and go to Colorado with.
We're not quite yet.
What about news?
We're getting
Let's do some
stretch.
Okay, are we stretching?
I got something.
Oh, did you never do your David Rush?
Mr. David Rush has reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the most behind-the-back basketball passes in 1 minute.
Now, this is disturbing to me.
Silly.
Because I'm a David Rush fan. But why isn't one of the Harlem Globetrotters involved in this?
Because
they have anything better to do.
Commandeers everything.
Mr. Rush first broke the record with Jonathan Hollywood Hannon with 61 passes in 60 seconds. After their mark was beaten, Mr. Rush teamed up with basketball fan Chris Shump to take back the title. Together, they beat the previous record of 65 with a total of 70 behind-the-back passes in 60 seconds.
Okay, so you're saying he should have teamed up with a Globetrotter.
I would think the Globetrotters would have this record. Now, I'm a huge Harlem Globetrotters fan, as you know. I'll be seeing them again real soon. I've seen them. I always go see them. Have you ever seen them, Josh?
I have, yes.
It's hilarious.
I did enjoy it. Yeah,
We should all go.
I just love it there.
Scouting. Team building experience.
I would go.
I'm really
Yes,
busy that
let's
day.
go.
Oh, Christy, it's co-ed now. They have
I went to the Globetrotters when I was a kid. I did enjoy it, but I'm not a kid anymore.
Yeah, but you
don't enjoy them. You don't enjoy them giving the referee a hard time
I like real basketball.
Blatantly cheating.
I like real basketball.
Ladders, confetti.
Godwin, if you took your son to this, do you think he'd enjoy it?
No.
No, Jimmy would be on his phone.
Yeah, it's a different world for him.
Yeah.
My son loved it.
I enjoyed it when I was a kid.
It is fun.
We went a couple of years ago. My son and my nieces, I took them, and they loved it.
Yeah.
They thought it was hilarious.
But Mr. Rush now is the backhanded pass world record.
Yeah. Basketball back.
Why doesn't Sweet Georgia Brown get more radio play? I think it's a terrific song.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
swing.
It is a good song.
And does it have
it's
lyrics?
happy. It makes you smile.
It does have lyrics.
Yeah, okay.
That's a fair question. Yeah, it does. But that's one of those tunes that you never hear.
Back and through the hoop. It's
That's
sweet
their song.
Georgia Brown.
Oh, I love it.
That's none of the words.
Wearing shorts and
Do we
being
know why-
tall. It's
Sweet Georgia Brown. All those guys are dead right now. It's sweet Georgia Brown.
Is there a behind the scenes on why David Rush and Hollywood Hannon broke up? I'd like to.
I think Hollywood. I believe he moved
Hollywood
to Michigan.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
That's weird.
So they didn't really.
And
like falling
David
out.
Rush is in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
I think.
All right. That makes
that's what it
sense. That would do it.
But you leave the house at some point.
Perhaps we can get him. Now, I guess we'll go back. Oh, wait a minute. I know. I want to read this story if we have a second. No. Okay, we have our guest. Okay,
we have Al on the phone.
Oh, on the phone. Okay. Hey, Al, how are you?
Hey, it's like I'm calling because I need you to bail me out.
Okay. I got money for you, babe. What do you need?
I might need money for. I just got the red apple of death on my laptop.
Oh,
I think that's really bad.
Oh yeah, I dealt with that a month
now
ago.
I'm in a state of shock.
Oh.
Yeah, you get the spinning rainbow thing. Yeah, I dealt with it.
It went red, and then there was just a red apple and then a black apple, which was like some kind of weird, like you would see at a rave that you're at where you're like, I need to leave here. Yeah, it was bad.
Well, we're glad to have you. Have you ever bailed anybody out of jail?
I have. A good friend of mine down in Miami. We split up. We were like, he went to a bar, and I went to go get some cash. And by the time I was coming back, he was being let out in handcuffs. And I remember when he was able to post his own bail. So when they let him out of the facility, I took a yellow cab to go get him. And he walked out of the jail at 5 o'clock in the morning. He goes, "That was totally my fault."
Wow.
It was so wonderful to see at least one person just take accountability.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh, the cops, and they did. It was just like, he was like, yeah, I got a little mouthy, and we had to do it the other way.
We had to do it the other way.
Yeah, I've had to bail somebody out twice, believe it or not.
Can we change the subject?
Can you? Yeah. It happens, and I mean, a lot of times it could have and probably should have been me. So I have no judgments for anybody that has had to go to jail.
I just didn't know the procedures at the beginning, and
Yeah. You got to call the guy at the bail bonds place.
So you don't take American Express, huh?
Oh.
Okay. Pat?
Where is the body cam footage of Tom trying to navigate the criminal justice?
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, no, I was bailing out a friend of mine. It's a long story. I won't bore you with it, but
Wasn't it during the holidays?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like Christmas. It made it even weirder.
Right.
Pat, when you got your famous incident,
yeah, in Charlotte,
and did you have to post bail?
I did. I had to have somebody do it for me. Joel Pace from the Comedy Zone in Charlotte there did it. It was $1,500 because I was out of state, and it took till I think I went in at midnight or so. It took till the next day at 12 noon.
What was it like?
It
was horrible.
Was my thing. What's the food like in there?
It was a bologna sandwich and an apple.
Not bad.
Yeah, I did not.
All right, you're like Huck Finn.
What's the kissing like?
I was in with three other guys. One was asleep, passed out on the floor, and two others were hanging with me.
What'd you do to him?
No, he was out cold. He was out cold when I walked in.
Did they ask you, what are you in for?
No, the two guys did. Yeah, they kind of tried to give me some advice. 'Cause they had the orange jumpsuits on. And I said, when do I get one of those? He goes, that's next, man.
So, and you were in, as I don't know if you know this story, Al, it wasn't a DUI. Pat wasn't even driving the car.
Mouthy passenger, yeah.
He's the mouthy sidekick, and he gets thrown in jail.
I got out of the car.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to intimidate the guys in the cell with you. You're like, you're in for breaking and entering.
It was terrifying.
I got a good one off on the cop about his hat.
I called him Barney, so that was my,
And you were in Carolina, so that made
Charlotte,
it even worse. Wow. Now, did you have to pay the guy back the bail money? Did you do it? I'll do 3 more gigs, or did you actually have to get real money?
I think it was immediate. Yeah, I mean, it was just that you couldn't do it on your own. You had to go through somebody else to help you.
No, I mean, how did you pay him? Tom's asking, how did you pay him back? With gigs or money?
I think just money in
oh, really?
3 days.
Because that'd be kind of a funny.
I just worked for him.
That'd be a funny conversation, though. Yeah. I'll tell you, pay my bail, I'll do.
It would look really bad on your taxes if they took it out of your pay. Your accountant's like, why'd you get paid $14 for this gig? Well, minus the $1,500 for my arrest.
Yeah.
So that's
I tell you what, it was all very complicated because the 2 guys that were giving me advice, they said, did not say. They said, where you from, man? I said, well, I'm from Pennsylvania. Don't tell them that. Tell them you're from here. But I have a license that says Pennsylvania. So I tell the guy, I'm actually from here. Why is your license from Pennsylvania?
Okay.
I guess it's so much more expensive if you're out of state.
Good advice. And I just looked at the clock. Al, we got to hurry up here. Give me the word of the day, please.
Oh, Tom, I like this one. Tom, what's a dupe? D-U-P-E.
Well, obviously, the traditional use of being duped would be to be fooled. Is a dupe the person that is being... No.
That's not how the youngins are using it here in 2025. Any guesses really quickly?
I'm going to guess it comes from something like duplex, so it's 2 people sharing something.
No.
Okay.
What do you think?
Wow. This is an open forum.
Miss Hooker, what do you think?
I think it is it's a lesser priced product that is as good as an expensive one. Like kids and girls usually will get like some makeup at a drugstore that is just as good as at Sephora or a department store.
So it comes from duplicate?
Yes, it's a dupe. Yeah.
What Jess just did is the equivalent of when like a Latino power hitter hits one out of the stadium and kisses the crucifix around his neck and drops it back. Right, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Wow. It's a nice knockoff for something that would be more expensive. So well done, Jess.
Nice.
Yes.
A dupe.
Oh, the dupe.
Yeah.
Very good.
Did you know that? Did you know that, Pat?
No. I couldn't even figure out.
Yeah, it's just like, I went on Amazon. I got a dupe for that. Yeah,
yes, exactly.
Huh.
My kids do this all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they use the word dupe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're in their 20s. They're in that age group.
Yeah, my little sisters are that age, so that's how I know.
Can you refer to a step-parent as a dupe?
It depends.
A lesser version of my dad.
Hey, I saw your dad. Well, he's actually my step, but he's a dupe. He's a loving guy, real nice.
Yeah. Pat Godwin met him in jail. Okay. Al Jackson in Colorado. Al, I missed you. I was just out in Colorado for quite a while doing some skiing.
I asked you when we were texting for you to send me pictures. I didn't get any. I honestly thought, I was like, did Tom get in an accident or something? Because I had a friend of mine that was in a bad ski accident, so I was like, hoping everything's okay.
Oh, yeah, it's all good. I'll send you a picture. Sorry, Al, I forgot.
The yearly ski pictures. I'm going to go one of these years.
Did you at least get the Omaha steaks I sent you?
I did get the Omaha steaks. They are thawing now. They are going to be made for dinner tonight. Got to marinate them in a little Worcestershire sauce. So I am super excited. Shout out Omaha Steaks, and thank you, Tom, for the gifts. My family appreciates it.
Oh, you're very, very welcome, Al. We'll look forward to talking to you next week. By the way, Al, any gigs coming up we need to talk about?
Something almost even bigger than a gig. My special is ready to go and will be available today, and that will be on social media. So please, Bob and Tom family, look out for that. And I know it sounds crazy, but my shoe line, Nico and Jolie, is also ready, and I'm going to do a soft opening today just for my Bob and Tom people because I want to get everything together and give everybody a first crack at it. So just it'll be on social media as well. I'll reach out to Jess so she can handle that.
You have a line of shoes?
Yeah.
We're just hearing about this.
Yes.
All right.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Also, I can give you one of your gigs. I don't know if you know about this, Al, but
I hope you do.
we're going to be doing a special edition of this show and a special live show from the Riverside Casino and Resort. This is going to be really cool coming up in Iowa.
You had to book me Black History Month.
Yep.
It was a legality.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, Ellie Breen.
March is sexy month. It's going to be Willie G, Patty G, Josh, Al Jackson, Jeff Oskey, yours truly. We're going to have a great broadcast that morning from the Riverside Casino and Resort Event Center. Details at riversidecasinoandresort.com. And check out all the information at 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. That's coming up with special guest Al Jackson. Thanks, Al.
And I'm going to be DJing, so I can't wait.
Oh, that's right. You're going to be our live. You're going to be our live DJ that morning.
Yes, he is.
That'll be very, very cool. Thanks, Al. And we are coming right back. We're going to get some more music out of our special house band today. Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Joining us in the Napa Auto Parts Studios in the special annex to my right and behind Josh. Scoot over there, Josh. Yes,
this is the new.
They're here.
This is the new
I know.
lighter thing. So
it's, doing your phone. Yes. We have Donnie Baker along with the Pork Pistols.
Hey boys.
Donnie Baker on tour right now. Donnie entrepreneur. Donnie famous for his koozies and other semi-legal merchandise.
Paraphernalia.
Donnie, I like your wolf T-shirt with the wolf wearing a nice Santa cap.
Yeah, Miss Santa Wolf. I still got my boat for sale too, Tom, if you can mention that.
Okay, now, do you know that Morgan Freeman's selling his boat, so you're up against Mr.
Yeah, I appreciate him boat blocking me like everybody else.
He's boat blocking?
I've got a neighbor, 4 lots down, selling his boat, 500 less than my boat.
Uh-oh.
And he don't even have an outboard motor on his. Mine's got an Evinrude's, if you can mention that when you plug it. Mm-hmm. He don't even have an outboard. He's got an inbred motor, which runs good, but his sister has to start it. How can I compete with that? You know, I'm on Craigslist. He's got a whole budget to advertise on Ancestry.com. So, of course, he's going
That sounds great. I'm surprised you have an Evinrude. I thought you'd be more of a Johnson guy.
Nope, got an Evinrude. Stick the governor off it, though. It's a beast on water.
So I'm sorry that you're getting yacht blocked, but we need to get to the band here. Once again, can you introduce the fellas in the band?
Yeah, on bass, I got Todd Boner. And then on lead guitar, my best friend ever, Scotty Winkler. And on drums, we got Dusty Privet. So this is our band. We're the Pork Pistols. We started off as Dirt Nickel years ago. And then Boner quit, and we came Mucus Plug. And then that didn't last, and Scotty got on the pills, and then we was Turtles with the D. Now, see, we're done with Christian rock. What we're doing here is so much different.
Well, now, Donnie, I know we have time for a couple more tunes here. Is this your new original one? What are we playing?
This is a new original tape I wrote. It sort of ties into Thanksgiving. Because, you know, this is really the only time of year to start mixing stuff in your meals. Nobody really sits down with 4 or 5 side dishes when they go out, to wherever they're eating. This is like home-style stuff like the Pilgrims did.
Oh.
But it can sometimes shock your system. And that's what this tape's about, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. And I'll start this one, Dusty. This sounds like my boat when I start my boat.
Oh.
Okay? And we do this one because Motley Crue pissed out and quit, so somebody's got to sing our tapes good.
Good.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Always travel with Febreze. Got one in the chamber, give it a squeeze. I swear to God it was a short. Oh, I hope it ain't. Oh no, I'm laying paint. Yeah, I gambled on a fart, won a liquid dart. Said, oh no, payday. Yeah, I got skid marks when I left it in park. Said, oh no, mayday.
Yeah. Studio. But we went, you know what we should do? We should go ahead and go with an existing company and go to the O'Reilly Auto
I thought you were going to say we're going to do a new vowel every day.
Oh! We could do this sometimes Y Riley.
Yeah, you could do you Riley, I Riley, they Riley. Once again,
Life of Riley. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Going around the room, we have Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee. Chick's a little under the weather.
Yes, sir.
We have Christy Lee, of course, at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Sure.
The experts in annuities, Silac Insurance. Steven Singer Jewelers, sponsor of the Bob and Tom Pick'em competition. And we'll have our winner tomorrow for Week 18 joining us. And I'm not sure who's going to... Chick may have to send in his picks.
I think he is, yeah.
Okay, we'll look forward to that tomorrow. And that's the Steven Singer Jewelers Sidekick Chair.
Yeah.
Currently featuring Josh Arnold.
Yeah.
As opposed to presently featuring Josh Arnold.
Right, I'm here now.
Which would mean he'd be here later if he were to be asked back.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
No. Yes, Ace.
If Chick sends in his picks, can I read him doing my Chick McGee impression?
I think we have to.
Nothing would make me happier, Ace. Now, this great music is coming to us from a live band. Real players, real instruments, my favorite thing. It's Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys, featuring Abigail Clark on vocals as well. And Dane, I'm going to, sorry to interrupt the band here, but I'd like you to do something special for me. Because I have a nice request here. Brian took the time and trouble to write. Have you guys done the Ace Cosby joke of the day? The answer is no. I was hoping you could get your house band, Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys, to do a new jingle for the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Well, let's try this out. Well, who's that man with the real deep voice?
Ace Cosby.
He's going to give it the joke of the day.
It's Ace Cosby.
Who's that man with a real deep voice now?
It's Ace Cosby now.
Who's going to give it the joke of the day?
Ace Cosby.
All right.
Wow.
Ace Cosby.
He's going to give you the joke of the day.
Cosby, his name is Ace.
never gonna fade away. Ace ain't never gonna fade away. Ace ain't never gonna fade away.
Wow. Boy,
Bravo!
This better be a good one, Ace.
Yeah, there's no way. Follow that.
I'm not sure you can follow that.
Well, all morning we've been talking about what countries, different surveys and things.
Yeah.
What nation sleeps the most?
I don't know, Ace.
Hibernation.
Hibernation. Okay.
Sing the song again.
It looks like
outro.
I said that was Ace's joke of the day.
Oh,
Ace's joke of the day is sponsored by Sleep Number. Choose your ideal comfort on either side with a Sleep Number bed.
It's the hibernation celebration
That's
at
right.
Sleep Number. Sorry.
Now you'll find the lowest price of the season on their top-selling i8 smart bed. It's your best savings plus special financing. A limited time, though. See a Sleep Number store or check out sleepnumber.com.
Okay, thank you very much. In a few minutes, we're going to get a song out of the band. But first, we got to check on a couple of things here.
Yeah.
I wanted to update Mr. Oskey on this.
Yes, sir.
You had the story about your friend who had to knock on a neighbor's door, apparently, with a...
Well, he's both of our friends.
Yeah. I don't put me in. I found this story. Firefighters rescued a man who had a metal ring stuck around his male member.
Yeah.
The man reportedly put the metal ring on his member to, quote, increase stamina during intimate activities.
Right.
He said he got the idea from social media videos. He developed a painful swelling. Eventually, as this case with your friend, went to a hospital in this case, where doctors could not remove it. They contacted the local fire department. Firefighters spent 20 minutes sawing off the metal ring with an angle grinder.
Doesn't that get hot? Don't sparks fly off?
Oh, yeah, you're going to smell some burning pubes.
Yeah, and it indicated that this is why this is apparently why it took 20 minutes. Because they had to cool it down as they were doing it. 20 minutes with an angle grinder. The man's aforementioned male member was freed with, quote, no lasting injuries from the ordeal. Now, but they mean, of course, they're excluding psychological injuries.
So when you guys use one of those, you put it on when it's not angry, and then it gets it angry?
I'm not familiar with. I have never.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've not done
that's what it is.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't know it was to keep it angry. I thought it was to close off.
It's both.
Okay.
Oh, so it withholds completion?
Right. That's what I thought.
It makes it veinier and it stays there longer.
Oh.
Okay.
There.
All right.
Hey, Pat, do you have a song?
You want to hear about it? Here we go.
My God.
Love is an elusive thing, so I got me a new C-ring. Swollen with turgid desire, now it's stuck like it's in barbed wire. Call the local firefighters. They tried to free my willy, but the ring got tighter, and it hurts. Pain's a 9 or higher. Got this ring of fire. That was well worth it.
That was good. Yeah, thank you very much.
The insistent intro, I think. We were just talking.
Turn it down.
That's nice. So yeah, I'm not familiar with these things, and I don't know how they. I mean,
I'm not either.
Even in the best of circumstances, how do they get undone?
Well, then you go, and then it's over, right? And you can take it off?
I would assume.
It delays the going.
And once you go, it slows.
Do you have to look at an episode of The View to make it go down? Think about your grandmother naked. I don't know. I'm just various. Did you have any go-to anti-erection protocols?
Oh no, I don't. I haven't needed them really.
Yeah.
Okay. Since high school.
Yeah, I mean, even in high school, there was no. I mean, they just had.
Yeah.
You could think I could have thought about
You can't think your way out of that.
my grandparents having sex and it wouldn't have gone down.
Wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
I see. Well, on that awkward note, we'll switch gears.
That you created.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting because Jeff had that friend who I may or may not know.
It was Duke Tomato.
And it was not Duke. Although the guy looks kind of like he does look like Duke.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Got that going. So you were kind of close.
I don't know. I've never met that person. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a great guy. I'm sorry. Christy Lee is over there at the Silent Insurance News. Christy, what's happening?
13 inmates are on the loose in Zambia after an inebriated police officer opened their cells and told them, "You're free to go."
I love it.
Yeah.
According to Zambia Police Service Detective Inspector Titus Fury, at the police station there was a state of intoxication because it was a celebration. This happened on New Year's Eve. And forcibly, apparently, someone seized the cell keys from a female constable. The guy unlocked both male and female cells and instructed the suspects to leave, stating they were free to cross over into the new year.
What's the name of the cop that let him out?
Titus Fury.
That's a great name.
Yeah, that's Barney Fife in Zambian. Whatever. So he just said Happy New Year. Go ahead.
He said out of the 15 suspects in custody, 13 escaped and remain at large. By the way, Detective Inspector Fury fled the scene as well, but he was later found and arrested. The public has been asked to assist the police in locating the rest of the fugitive inmates.
I hope this was a prison for the lighter type of crimes.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Dude, I'm such a dork. If I was in jail there and that guy did that, I would think it was a trap.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, I'm not going anywhere. You ain't catching me on that.
Right.
I'd just sit back down.
I'm with you.
You hear the machine guns going.
Exactly.
I'm kind of comfortable in here. Huh?
Yeah. I'm falling for that trick.
A little closer to home, in Colorado, authorities are searching for a man who allegedly tried to rob a bank in Loveland. According to the police department there, the suspect entered a First National Bank, handed the teller a note. Traditional bank robberies fare. CBS Colorado reports the man's handwriting, however, was so illegible, the teller was unable to read it. As she struggled to read the note, the man apparently became frustrated and left the bank.
Is this word gun? Is this gun or fun? I can't.
That's great that you have some gum, sir.
Police have shared images of him and are asking the public's help there, too, in identifying the guy.
You're going to do a shot or less? What? I don't understand.
How long till a bank robber just hands them their phone as just like an emoji of a cash bag and a gun? It's like,
I wonder if that's happened.
I bet robbing a bank is just so exciting.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's got to be the thrill of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And don't they say if you do it once, you're probably getting away with it? Mm-hmm. It's the people who go back and do it more and more that. So,
but if it's a thrill,
if you rob a bank, let me know how it is. As a matter of fact, I may go along.
I think it's 20 years minimum.
Would you wear a mask?
Yeah.
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 Would you carry a gun?
You know what I'd wear? One of those stocking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Little pantyhose.
Smushes your nose.
Right.
Now, what color casket do you want?
No. Odds are you'll get away with it.
I can't believe that.
I don't know if that's true.
So this guy's problem probably, this is why I don't believe in teaching cursive. Because if the guy had neatly printed this thing, he would have had a nice successful robbery.
It's a scene from a Woody Allen movie, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, which one is it?
Gub.
Take the money and run?
Yeah. He says Gub. Sir, is this Gub? It's G-U-B.
Yeah, and then they start arguing over
okay. Right now we're going to switch gears. I think we've got the band still on the satellite hook up there in the next build. There we go. We're going to get another song out of Dane and the boys. Dane, once again, we have put links to the various aspects of this, including the video, the cover, et cetera, et cetera. Awesome. What song is this?
I Need a Guru.
All right.
Kick it, Phil.
As I can recall, trying to interpret the writing on the wall. Been under the spell of a whispered rune, deciphered hieroglyphics in an Egyptian tomb. Just the answer to everything. In pursuit of knowledge, may you search without fail to find a real solution, find the Holy Grail. To reveal the deep secrets mankind has missed. Find a true explanation of why we exist. Come on now. I need a clue to open my eyes. Give me some truth in a world full of lies. Flash in the darkness, cracking open the skies. I asking for more. Just the answer to everything. And when it comes to resolve the great questions at last, unravel the mysteries of ages long past. See you're a prophet, a true holy man. Now take us all back to where the world began. I need a clue to open my eyes. Give me some truth in a world full of lies. A crack in the darkness, cracking open the skies. I asking for much. Just the answer to everything. Give me the answer to everything.
The Dane Clark 6.
With Keith Emerson.
That was super cool.
Yeah, it was.
That was great.
Well, we usually call it prog rock, but when it's early in the morning, it's grog rock.
That was terrific. That was terrific. That's Dane Clark on the guitar and the vocals. Eric Skull also on the guitar and vocals. Jack Taylor on the bass. Abigail Clark singing back there. L.J. Meacham on the keyboards. Great stuff. And then Phil Powers on the drums. That was really great, Dane. Thank you. We've got links to Dane's projects if you go to bobandtom.com or our various social media platforms. Right now, we have to ask Dane and the band. We've been perfecting this all morning. I use the word perfecting somewhat loosely. This is our tribute to the Raycon earbuds, people.
Here we go.
And, okay, you guys got the new jingle down? Okay, here we go. This is very exciting.
Comes in lots of colors now, Raycon.
There you go. You hear that? It's the Raycon earbuds. Salute to audio
Long
quality.
battery life, we call it Raycon.
And no, so no, I get to talk now. Okay, the Raycon earbuds. The Raycon's got something special going on.
Stays in your ear, you got
The earbuds that they do indeed stay in your ears. Thank you. You can go to buyraycon.com/Tom.
Make songs, they sound real great and on the
Dane sounds great on the Raycon. 15% off site-wide Raycon earbuds today.
songs, they sound real great when you use Raycon.
And they also cost about half as much as those little white ones that fall out of your ears. Raycon earbuds, 30.
Lots of colors,
I think we mentioned the color thing. 32 hours of battery life, multi-point connectivity, meaning you can
really long battery life.
long battery life. It couldn't. I guess nothing rhymes with 32 hours. Active noise.
In your ear.
Sorry.
Stays in your ear, so by the
Raycon. Okay, active noise cancellation. Get the details at buyraycon.com/Tom.
It can't be better with Raycon.
That's right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dane. Thank you, boys. We certainly appreciate it. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Get yourself some great earbuds. They're about half the price and they're twice as good. We're coming right back in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. You can find out how much money you can potentially get for your accident. I'm Tori Schulman, along with my co-host and spokesman, Al Jackson. So, Al, tell the viewers at home who should be calling right now.
Well, Tori, it's just like you said. Anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. So is that what people want to know, if they have a case, how much money they're going to get?
That's what I would want to know. Do I have a case? How much money can I get? The accident that happened can't change, but how much money you receive can. So I encourage everyone watching at home, give us a call right now and find out how much you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. You guys heard it here first. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and call now.
We have time for another song, Java.
Right
What do you have in mind?
Well, I don't know. In honor of Christy Lee, because we love a lady with gusto.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, sometimes people take love to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a title song for one of our free EPs this year. It's called Pull It Off.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's right is right. She was shining in the spotlight, achieving a height that no one would dare. She breaks with convention, the mother of invention. This is the night she's taking you there. If anybody can, she can pull it off without even trying. She will turn you on. Using the magic, she's twisting the fabric inside out. If anybody can, she can pull it off. What's wrong is right. She gives it its own light. Paris, New York, London, LA. She brings it all back. A sensual attack. Whatever it is, that girl's got it made. If anybody can, she can pull it off without even trying. She will turn you on.
the mummies.
Is that Chick McGee? Well, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that...
Once again, our house band today, Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. They're going to be at the Jazz Kitchen, College Avenue, doing a special event on Sunday, early Sunday evening. And a couple of other things coming up. Tonight, it's comedian Brian Regan at Clues Hall. That'll be a terrific show. He's really, really funny. And as they say, clean. Also, tomorrow night, it's Mac McAnally up in Carmel. He's going to be doing a terrific show. Mac was always Jimmy Buffett's main man for many, many years, and one of my favorite singers and songwriters. And that'll be a tremendous show coming up tomorrow night up in Carmel, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. What a great morning with Dane Clark and the Backroom Boys. We're going to cap it off now with a little history lesson and some other fun things.
And they are not in the back room, but they're in the other part of the building. This is happening as it's happening, as they say, real live music, which we love doing on the show. And we certainly appreciate your indulging us and letting us do something a little bit different. By the way, coming up, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to have a special live show in Iowa, Riverside, Iowa, to be precise. Go to 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids and see what I'm talking about. It's going to be Friday, February 21st at the Riverside Casino and Resort. This show will come to you live from there on the radio. And our special guest DJ will be Al Jackson doing his DJ thing. And then we'll be doing the show that evening with Willie G hosting with Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Al Jackson, and Jeff Oskey. So a big night of comedy on the way. And thanks again to Dane. Dane, we've got links to all of your stuff on all of our stuff. And we certainly appreciate you and the guys and your daughter Abigail doing a great job. And we'll never be able to top the Ace Cosby jingle.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Thanks very much. Thank you so much. Right now, it's time to switch gears a little bit here and learn a little something about the universe that we live in and the history, the background. What do they say? If you don't know history, you're bound to get a D in it.
Time for if you don't know history.
Let's see.
I don't know much.
Let's see. Here's an easy one for you. I'll do a quiz form for you, Christy.
Okay.
On this date in 1913, he was born.
He's old.
He is deceased.
Okay.
Pretty much. Otherwise, he'd be, 112?
Yeah.
What is it? 112, right?
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't.
1913.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He'd be quite elderly. He was a president of the United States.
Okay.
1.5 times. Any guesses?
1.5 times.
Richard Nixon.
That's right, Tricky Dick.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, he
was asked to leave.
The grandfather of Cynthia Nixon from
no
Sex in the City.
No.
Sex in the City, yeah, of course.
Well, she found her way into politics too, didn't she?
Yeah. Yes, she did.
I just like that thing where she goes, I am not a crook. I'm also not heterosexual. That was
I am not into guys.
In spite of the show. Yeah, that was not exactly a shocker. Let's see, 1934. You couldn't have fooled me. Okay. Let's see.
What else you got?
This is an easier one.
Okay.
We'll do this to, let's see, Miss Hooker. How about this one for you? Born in 1934 on this date. One of the great names, not only as a great player, but just the perfect name for a great athlete. He was a famous NFL quarterback and coach. I'll give you a hint.
Dick Butkus.
That is a great name.
That is a great name.
Yeah.
But this one is more
Johnny Unitas.
No, that's also a very good name.
He was a coach?
Peyton Manning. Jesus Christ.
No, it's not Jesus Christ. Although I understand Jesus had a better year than pretty much all the quarterbacks. First name Bart.
Oh, Bart Starr.
Bart Starr.
I did not. I'm not familiar with Bart.
Oh gosh, Green Bay Packers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go back, go.
You know, Ringo's dad. Okay, jeez. Okay. Okay. Now this one you should know from yesterday. Born in 1935. famous for his facial hair. On television, when television was in black and white, not a lot of people had facial hair. This guy did. He was the star of 2 huge television shows in his career.
And I should know him from yesterday?
You should know him.
Or from the show.
Yes, your hint is The Many Lives of Dobie Gillis.
My family had a duck named Dobie Gillis, unrelated.
Your second hint is Gilligan's Island.
I don't know.
Bob Denver.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Bob Denver, of course, inventor of the omelet. Okay, you'll get this one. Born on this date, 1944.
Okay.
Guitarist. Your hint is Stairway to Heaven.
One of the guys in Led Zeppelin.
One of the guys.
Pick one.
In Led Zeppelin.
That's
It's unbelievable.
as good as I can give you.
Peter Led.
Which one's Pink? And it's Jimmy Page. I give up. One last question. Okay, you'll get this one.
Okay.
This guy does lots of insurance commercials. Very fine actor. Academy Award winner for playing a badass musical coach. And goes by his first initials.
Oh, the yelling drummer guy.
Yeah, the yelling drummer guy.
J.K.
Roland.
No.
Nailed it once again.
Nailed it.
She wrote Harry Potter.
She's learned nothing. J.K. Simmons. This is the Bob and Tom Show.